Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on Archive D-Style here. Make sure you throw a jab at that like button if you're listening on Archive. I will be putting timestamps for each fight. If you're listening on Archive, make sure you hit that share button to share the video. Do not, I repeat, do not post links to the fight. Illegal streams to the fight are not tolerated in my chat. All right, my moderators will parry that shit. And I'm also joined by Haplotype. What's up, Haplotype? Well, I mean, maybe not yet. All right, but he's here nonetheless. Right? Can you hear me?
I am here. I am here. Thank you for having me on.
Awesome.
I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties trying to get this straightened out, but I'm here.
All right. How's the zone treating you? Like, how's that working out?
Well, I got it up on my computer, and I've got you on my phone, so I've got like one headphone in each ear. It's not convenient. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha. Well, the good thing, we don't have to. I don't have the sound on for the fight either. So, like, I just got this on. We'll be calling the fight ourselves, so we don't have to worry about the audio of the fight.
Right.
So we're good with that. But here we are, and we have right now, as we speak, Katie Taylor versus Delphine Persoon. If Katie Taylor wins, she'll be undisputed. They keep saying that, but technically, if the Delphine wins, she'll be undisputed too, right? So, but they're not saying that.
Yeah, it's weird that they're focused so much on one, especially when Delphine has way more experience and way more fights. It's not even close.
Right now, they're doing a face-off. They touch gloves. We'll see how this fight goes. How do you think it's going to go, Haplotype?
I don't know. I think Persoon, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, might win just because she's got 43 fights. Yeah, she's got a couple of losses, but the other girl, Taylor, only has 13 fights.
Right. Yeah, for those listening, I have no idea what the zone is saying. We're doing our own commentary. So that is that, all right? And they are in the center of the ring. A lot of posturing going on right now. Taylor comes off right away with a nice stiff jab. Double jab there. She comes with a hook right over the guard of Persoon, right? And Katie Persoon looks like she's trying to set up a nice right hand there. She throws a jab there. Persoon's jab is looking really good there, Haplotype. Katie Taylor comes in with a three-punch combination. Persoon is trying to establish a jab here. So is Taylor. None of them successful with a jab just yet. Katie Taylor has some pretty quick hands. I'll give her that. But she is being pressured right now by what looks to me to be a bigger fighter. And Persoon is a lot of arm punches there on the inside. Jab by Persoon gets in right through the guard of Taylor.
Persoon's definitely the aggressor so far.
Persoon landed a nice hook right there. I think another right hand to top it off. She is coming off pretty aggressive here for being a first round, and she just looked bigger. If you look at the skeleton frame, she does look bigger than Taylor. Taylor's hitting a lot of glove with those combinations right now. I don't know about you, Haplotype. I think Taylor has got to work the body here is what I think she should be investing on right now.
Yeah, and she needs more head movement to get away from that jab and circle more so she is not backing up all the time.
Katie did throw a body shot there. She tried to go upstairs, but again, the guard of... And look at that. The guard of Persoon. Is it Persoon? I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right.
Looks like Persoon.
Persoon. Yeah, we'll just say that. All right. Persoon, I mean, this does not look like some, like she came down, like, you know, what do you think of that round so far?
I have to give that one to Persoon. She was definitely the aggressor. She landed some nice shots. She was throwing combos, and Taylor was backing up the whole time, making it look like she was uncomfortable.
Yeah, that is pretty fair here. Taylor did, start off pretty good, but she's exerting a lot of energy. A lot of those shots are landing on the glove of Persoon. We'll see. I mean, it's just the first round, right? But I agree with you. I think, although it was competitive, I do think Persoon won that round. Could we have an upset? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out.
I don't know why it would be an upset. I mean, this Persoon, I guess that's probably what the odds are, but I mean, Persoon's got way more experience.
Yeah, we can't ignore the experience, that's for sure. Katie Taylor does have a lot of amateur experience, gold medalist, but I agree. In the pros, Persoon definitely has way more experience. Katie Taylor is not landing them. Those are some fast combinations, but she's not landing them, Haplotype. She landed those right there. That was a nice 1-2 she landed.
She's getting in some nice shots now.
The question is, can she keep the bigger Persoon off of her? And so far, no cigar.
The answer is no.
All right. With an exclamation point. Katie Taylor, nice jab there. Persoon does seem to lose some balance there sometimes. If Katie Taylor is making her lose some balance.
Yeah, Persoon tends to step in with the right.
Ooh, right hand. Big right hand by Persoon. She came in with the left. Before that, Taylor landed a nice hook, but Persoon definitely got the best of that exchange.
Persoon is making a big mistake by letting that right foot come too far forward.
Ooh, she caught Taylor again with a hook. She's landing back. When Taylor lands a big shot, she's landing back. All right, Russ going to bring it up there. Persoon's, I think Taylor landed a nice short hook there.
Persoon might have stole the round at the end there. I think I might be a couple seconds ahead of you.
Sir, how many seconds you got left in the round?
It's over on my end.
Hold on. We gotta fix this shit. Hold up. All right, we're in the corner. Okay.
Persoon landed a big
I was
combo
about 15 seconds behind. I do apologize. All right, AJ10 says, "What's up, D-Style? I like Haplotype, the Haplotype collab." He says, "All right." Dufour says, "Thanks for the voice commentary. But where are you watching? I'm just watching it in my office. I don't know. I'm not at the event. But
I'm on a laptop and a phone. And that's what these apps will do for you.
I gotta be honest. I do gotta give. It was a very close, really close round though. But I did give that last round to Taylor. How did you have it?
I gave it to Persoon because I felt like she stole it at the end, and it was pretty even throughout the rest of it.
Gotcha. Persoon's hook is very dangerous here. I don't know how many more of those Katie Taylor can take.
Persoon has a horrible habit of stepping in with that right foot.
I'm also noticing when Katie Taylor backs up, her hands are low, man. That's a common issue a lot of amateurs make. And we're going to see here. There are a lot of posturing here. Persoon goes for a hook but misses. Taylor ducked right under it. I think Taylor is feeling I think she's feeling this, man. I think she's feeling the pressure.
There's some dirty play on the inside there. The elbows. Yep.
I have decided to stop doing this on my Chromecast. I'll just watch it off my phone because there's definitely a delay on the Chromecast. Every time I buffer, I'm behind. So I'm 34 seconds left in the round. Where are you?
47. Right. So you're now ahead of me.
Well, that's the problem with streaming. If this was on TV, we wouldn't have this issue.
I know. Right? It's so annoying.
Right hand.
Persoon cannot stop squaring up.
She's squaring up a lot. And the more it's like the more she's getting tired, the more the mistakes start coming out. Like she wasn't squaring up like that in round one. You know what I mean? You could tell they worked on that. And as she's getting fatigued, she's starting to square up a lot more.
She's giving up her height. Giving up all her advantages. Tries to throw a shoulder right there.
I'll tell you what, though, that was another close round. I can't, in good conscience, score that round because I lost about 30 seconds of that round. But
that was a close one, man. I saw the whole thing, but I'd be picking just blindly, to be honest with you. I thought that was an even round, although judges do not score even rounds anymore.
Right. Very seldom. You're right. It's highly discouraged.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have any issues now. Then I'm
Well,
off
I
the
think
Procast.
that's a factor of, the fact that all fights are having even number of rounds now. Back when, it was an odd number of rounds, like 15, they could score even rounds and still come out with a winner.
Very true. And here we go. 2-minute rounds for the ladies. Well, what do you think about that, Apple Type? Is that sexist?
Yep.
Yeah, all the way around it. All right. Katie Taylor went for the body there, but she's and there's a lot of arm punches being thrown on the inside, and I think Persoon definitely has the advantage there. She's a much bigger, girl, so. And Persoon is also more active. That could be very vital in the eyes of the judges.
Yeah. She's definitely been the aggressor the whole fight so far.
Persoon's jab is looking a little sloppy now. She did land the hook there. She landed a hook on Taylor. Taylor's getting caught here. She got caught with some shots upstairs. She goes to the body. Persoon lands upstairs. It's mainly the hook of Persoon that I believe Taylor needs to be careful with here.
Well, Persoon is 2 years older, so I don't know if that'll play a factor. And she has a lot more fights, so she may be shop-worn.
Right. She caught Taylor there with a nice hook again, stopped her in her tracks. Taylor landed a nice straight, but Persoon just ate it and just kept coming. Both girls definitely looking sloppier as this fight goes on, though, as the fatigue starts kicking in.
Yeah.
Persoon is landing a couple shots, not intentionally, but when she tries to go for that hook sometimes, it's landing in the back of Taylor's head. You got to think it's going to wear out. Taylor through the guard, lands a straight. Every time she tries to go to the body, Persoon goes upstairs. It is discouraging Taylor from going. I think what Taylor needs to do is, when she gets inside, then throw hooks to the body. Taylor got hit with an uppercut right on the inside when she was trying to initiate a clinch.
She looks a little hurt, and she's cut.
That is a Persoon round, folks. I gave Persoon that round.
Yeah, Taylor's cut. I'm a little behind you now.
I'm not sure why, but
I don't know.
It's okay to be a little behind because you could always catch something I might have missed or something.
Yeah, I think Taylor got cut at the end of that round.
We're about to go to the 5th round. Taylor needs to start winning some rounds here because I've given Persoon 3 out of the first 4 rounds. Although Persoon is looking more tired as the fight progresses.
Yeah, but so's Taylor. I mean, they're not neither one looks like fresh right now. And Taylor's legs looked a little rubbery at the end of that round.
Very true. Yes, we're watching a fight on The Zone. That's right, guys. It is a 10-round fight. We're in 5 out of 10 rounds, 2-minute rounds. That's why they're going by quick. Taylor throws a left but misses. Taylor needs to go back to establishing a jab. I think it would go a long way for her. Persoon misses straight. Persoon's money punch in this fight has been the hook upstairs.
Neither one of them really going to the body very much.
Taylor landed a short right and made Persoon miss. Left by Taylor upstairs. Looks like a wide hook. Persoon, I believe, landed a short straight down the middle as she was putting on pressure. Taylor's against the ropes. Persoon couldn't keep her on the rope. Taylor says, come on. Persoon throwing upstairs. Most of those shots missing. She says, come on. She's against the ropes. They both exchange. Taylor upstairs. Right hand by Persoon. Down the middle. Another right hand by Persoon. And Taylor now turns. They're in the middle of the ring.
Taylor's face is getting real bloody.
Taylor misses the left. Persoon misses a hook. Man, they look exhausted, especially when they miss those punches. Persoon uppercuts on the inside. That was kind of beautiful, actually.
I'm
Taylor
probably about to
looks
see
a
that.
little overwhelmed here. Persoon's doing a really good job there, landing those uppercuts when they get in the clinch. Look at that. Boom. She's landing uppercut. Then she switches to a hook while she's holding one hand of Taylor.
Yeah, Persoon's
Katie
winning,
Taylor
in my
has
opinion.
never lost a round in a professional career, much less a fight. This is not what people were expecting. You guys should have heard the narrative from the zone, right? That is a round for Persoon. How'd you score that round? Help with that.
Well, it's still going on my end, but as far as I'm concerned, Persoon is winning, like the majority of the rounds. I've only got one round even, and otherwise,
What's your time stamp right there? How many?
The round just ended.
All right.
I gave that one to Persoon as well.
So we got Persoon. Haplotype has Persoon winning that round. For those joining live, make sure you jab that like button. Thank you very much for joining us live. I did pause you for a second there, Haplotype, so you can kind of catch up there. And
yeah,
Katie
I think
Taylor
I'm
is in
probably
a
about
fight.
10 seconds behind, or I was about 10 seconds behind. Taylor's landing some nice shots, but she's not doing enough. The other girl's outworking her, and she's coming forward. She gets her up on the ropes. She's peppering her with shots. She's
Most definitely.
A wide variety. Neither one is going to the body, so there's no separation there. So I got Persoon winning.
Taylor tried to go to the body there. She has tried, in fairness, but every time she did, she'll get clipped upstairs, and it did discourage her early in the fight. Nice right hand down through the guard by Taylor. Persoon landed her right there, but it had like no mustard in it. I don't know if that's just the way she threw it.
She was off balance.
Yeah. I don't know about these power punches numbers, by the way. I've never trusted CompuBox, but it is what it is. I think they're counting a lot of the punches Taylor landed on the gloves, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Both landed jab. Jab by Taylor. Although I believe that landed on the glove. Taylor is really good with a nice short shot. She needs to land more of those, but she needs to get out of the way. Stick and move. And that's what she's doing right now. A nice little, it looks like Taylor's trying some checks there, like a nice check hook. Hasn't really landed it nice, but let's see here. Taylor definitely
Persoon
backing up here.
getting very sloppy.
Yeah, she just missed that was a wild miss. Nice left by Taylor. And making Persoon lose a lot of balance here. She's doing a lot of sticking and moving. Uppercut on the inside by Persoon.
Good lateral movement by Taylor in this round so far.
Definitely. This is a Taylor round, in my opinion, although Persoon is still stalking her. Right hand by Taylor upstairs. Persoon looking a little frustrated with the holding there in the end. She's a little frustrated.
Yeah. Now she's cut over the right eyebrow too. So they both cut.
After 6 rounds, I got 4 rounds Persoon, 2 rounds Taylor. That was Taylor's best round, in my opinion. What do you think, Haplotype?
I agree completely. Her lateral movement was making Persoon really frustrated and missing a lot.
Yeah, in my scorecard, I mean, Taylor needs to win the rest of the rounds to win this fight. Assuming there's no knockdowns, obviously, but that's how I have it in my scorecard. And to be honest with you, Haplotype, round 2, which I gave to Taylor, you can actually argue for Persoon as well.
Yeah, I gave round 2 to Persoon.
So that it is tough. And then round 3 was tough to score too. Like the 2 rounds I gave Taylor are really hard round to score. Actually, I gave the third to Persoon. But Persoon reaching with that jab. See how she reached with that jab? Not a good. Like Taylor can definitely counter her with a hook there.
Yeah, she's getting sloppy.
Nice right hand by Taylor. Taylor's starting to use that ladder movement, as Haplotype talked about, and it's giving Persoon a lot of trouble. You can really tell the difference in the footwork.
Taylor goes to the right one time, and then the next time she'll go to the left. She's keeping her guessing instead of doing the same thing over and over.
I don't know what that. Oh, 2 right hands upstairs by Taylor. Landed nice and clean. I don't think that right hand landed, but Taylor's doing a good job getting through that guard of Persoon. Haplotype.
Yeah, and also she's landing her combos and then getting really close, which makes Persoon smother her work.
Yes. Right there, look at that holding. It is frustrating her. Right now, Katie Taylor is in the zone. With a minute left to go, it is Persoon here that needs to do some nice 1-2 by Taylor upstairs. The good old-fashioned 1-2. Both got something upstairs there. Left by Persoon lands, but she's pushing a lot in those punches now, Haplotype.
Yeah, and she's smothering her work by getting too close.
She landed a good left there. Persoon did.
Persoon is pulling.
Persoon landed a nice right there. Another right by Persoon. Persoon perhaps trying to empty that clip. Taylor gets the left upstairs. Can Persoon steal in the last 10 seconds? Right by Taylor upstairs. Persoon missed. Persoon lands a right upstairs. Left by Persoon, a little bit of a push there. Persoon did rally at the end there, but I'm going to give that round to Taylor because she controlled more than a minute, and then it got a competitive. But I'm going to give that round to Taylor. How did you have that, Haplotype?
I agree. I gave that one. That's 2 in a row for Taylor for me. But those are the first 2 clean rounds that Taylor's won. Persoon's starting to remind me of, oh, God. I'm drawing a blank. The welterweight who always smothers his own work.
What's up, DJ Mexicano de Texas? I apologize if I can't look at every mention, guys, because we are calling a fight for you guys. So, for those asking where we're watching on the zone, okay? And links are not allowed. I did disallow links, by the way, anyway. But just in case someone gets that through, moderators parry that sheet, all right? And if you don't know what parry that shit means, you shouldn't even be listening to a boxing channel, all right? All right, let's see here. A lot of posturing down there in the middle of the ring. 1 minute and 53 seconds to go. My thing froze, and we're back on. All right. Hell, we might even be in the same thing now.
My round just started.
Gotcha.
So,
tell me when you see 140, Haplotype.
Right now.
We're good. All right. We are back. Katie Taylor moving to her left. She lands a right. Tries to go upstairs with the left as well. I don't know if that landed, though. Katie landing some short shots upstairs. Doing a better job smothering the uppercut inside now. Taylor is, Haplotype.
She's definitely made some good adjustments, and she's doing better.
All right, Taylor with the right upstairs. And again, not only is Persoon is missing. Oh, Persoon with the left, just as I said she was missing. I think she heard me. She lands another right upstairs. Persoon is landing some shots her Haplotype. Not a lot of mustard in them, but she's landing. Ooh, left by Persoon. And a right. I think she missed that hook. Taylor with the right hand upstairs. This round is up for grabs, in my opinion, because Persoon, if anything, is probably the favorite to win this round right now. Taylor's got to do something. What does Taylor have to do to win this round, Haplotype?
She needs to go back to using the head movement and making Persoon miss like she was early in the round.
Persoon missed right there, right after a right hand by Taylor. And Persoon landed a right hand upstairs again. Inside, Persoon goes upstairs with a shot. Taylor with a right upstairs. Both women look exhausted. Persoon stole that round, in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's a Persoon round, in my opinion.
I
Look
think
at
so
that.
too.
Wow. After 9 rounds,
Ooh.
I've given Persoon 5. In my scorecard, she can't get less than a draw. So I got
on my
Persoon 5
scorecard,
rounds, 4 for Taylor.
Taylor needs a knockout on my card.
Taylor needs something. She definitely needs to win this round, point blank, period. Like, she needs this round, no matter what, to maybe get a draw here.
She needs at least a knockdown on my scorecard.
Like, they just showed a highlight that was early in the round, but that was the best moment of Taylor. But, man, look at that welt in the top left side of Persoon. All right, they're back in the middle of the ring. Persoon starts with a jab. Taylor with a jab. Taylor with a jab to the body. Persoon still going for that hook. Taylor with some punches upstairs. Holds her. Ref warns.
Tries to touch gloves, and Taylor won't do it.
Taylor's like, I don't got time here. She should have done the Mayweather Ortiz or something. Persoon pushing that right hand, but it is landing.
Pretty even round so far.
Taylor, that's a nice right hand upstairs. Ooh, they both landed. Both landed right hands upstairs. I'm not sure if Persoon's right hand landed there, but it was, this camera angle with the zone, I swear. Persoon has not stopped stalking Taylor since round 1.
And she's been throwing punches the whole fight.
Taylor with an uppercut down the middle on the inside. Persoon, right hand upstairs. Left by Taylor upstairs. Persoon with a right upstairs. They're exchanging. Taylor fell. It's a push. I think she fell, but,
It still saps your energy when that happens.
Oh, definitely. They're trying to get back up when you're that exhausted. Persoon touched her upstairs, and Taylor comes back upstairs. This is a great round.
This is like Gotti Ward right now.
This is the female Gotti Ward round 10. Both exchanging. 10 seconds to go. Persoon has like no power in his punches, but she's still throwing them. Taylor with a nice hook upstairs.
Persoon lands after the bell.
Wow, that is a Taylor round in my opinion. Competitive as hell. But I gave that round to Taylor. I scored this fight a draw on D-Style scorecard. So nobody's, in my scorecard anyway, nobody's undisputed champ. Like, everybody goes home with no undisputed. Oh, wait a minute. What am I talking about?
There's one more round. One more round.
You're right. You're right. I apologize. I got a little too excited. I just looked at my scorecard. I'm like, where's the other round? Like, all right.
It's like, oh,
you're right.
This a round.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Where's the 10th round? Right. I scored the 9th round. That was a nice round by Taylor. All right. In my opinion, it was a nice round. How'd you score that round, Appetite? Round 9?
I had it pretty even. If I had to give it to someone, I'd give it to Taylor. So that's 3 rounds for her on my scorecard so far.
Yeah. I gave her 4 rounds on my scorecard. Taylor still throwing upstairs. Clearly has a faster hands out with that. But
well, she's more accurate and she has better timing.
Taylor got her head snapped back. The back of her head hit her back. All right. All of a sudden, Persoon's got a second win here.
Oh, yeah. Persoon's looking good in this round so far.
All of a sudden, she has snap in her punches again. Taylor's fighting back to her credit, that warrior spirit. Ireland. Many people from Ireland showed up to watch her fight. I think the zone exaggerated how many people went to see her fight, but still. Ooh. Persoon. Upstairs. Taylor upstairs. Persoon is starting to lose muscle in her punches, but she got some in. Believe it. She's landing.
Oof.
Tater's head movement is
Persoon
gone. Tater's lateral
Persoon
movement
is
gone.
brutal in this round.
Oh, Persoon landed a left upstairs or right upstairs by Persoon. Persoon is landing and winning this round. Persoon is fighting like if she needs a knockout right now, guys. Tater lands upstairs
Persoon
a nice right.
Is showing the
Persoon with a
spirit
left.
of the champion.
Look at this. Persoon landing hooks upstairs. Tater looks tired. Persoon landing upstairs still. Tater comes back with a right.
Ooh.
Persoon
Taylor
has not
looks like
stopped.
she's
Both
out on her
women
feet.
throwing upstairs. Tater looked like she was about to get knocked out. Right?
Yeah,
she
was out on her
survived that
feet.
round. Holy shit. What a round. What a round that was. So let me just give these women a standing ovation. Right? D-Style is standing right now, and I'm clapping. Right? That was something.
Looking at these two women at this moment right now,
Yeah.
I don't think women should box.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. But
I hate to be sexist, but I mean, it's just brutal, man.
it is. This is a brutal game. But I'll tell you what, though. Persoon, all right, won this fight.
She took that last round. Yeah, to me, she won the fight.
She
easily.
won this fight on my scorecard. She won
She
six,
has a lot of
six
bad
rounds to
habits,
4.
though. She reminds me of a female Sean Porter.
Persoon looked like she was done around round 7. And somehow she got that second win and overwhelmed Tater in that last round. Great fight, by the way. Really good fight. Definitely brutal. I agree it's a brutal sport. I disagree that women can't box, but
I just feel like they're both gonna have brain damage after this because their punches aren't hard enough to knock each other out.
Right.
They're just hard enough to do damage.
Now, by the way, you guys make sure you throw a jab at that like button, okay? Because you love the way I call fights. You know I do. All right. So it's just, you do. I'm talking in third person now, but I always talk in the third person. But that was a hell of a fight. I have a bad feeling in my stomach that they're gonna rob Persoon. Like I have a bad feeling, but we'll see. Let's listen in. I'll let you guys listen to the scoring in a little bit. I'm just waiting for them to announce it.
I hope they don't rob Persoon.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when they're taking this long. I see a lot of Belgium love. People from Belgium, like, go Belgium. Well, good for you guys, but we don't know yet. They might rob Belgium. So this is boxing. Sorry, guys. I don't want to be the one that gives bad news. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
I want to soften the blow a little bit. Be ready for possible robbery. I hate to say that. But
It just seems like Katie Taylor's favored for some reason. Maybe she got the bigger contract with DAZN.
Right. Really true. Here we go.
Nice round of applause out here for both of these warriors.
He's already given the standing ovation, dude. Let's
After 10 rounds of action here at Madison Square Garden in New York City, we go to the judges' scorecards. Don Trella, 95 at 95
Wow.
even. Alan Nace and John Poteray both scored the bout 96 to 94 for your winner by majority decision. And now the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Katie!
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
What are your thoughts about that?
Robbery, in my opinion.
What do you think?
I mean, I think it was a robbery. Can you hear me? Hello?
I hear you.
Oh, yeah, robbery, dude. Horrible.
Yeah, I didn't realize I turned on my volume to hear the. Like I turned on the wrong volume, but man, I can't
The
believe this.
joys of watching on apps. Yeah, man, that was bad. I mean, Persoon won. No doubt about it in my mind.
Look, on my scorecard, it's possible to have it a draw. All right. Because of the third round. I gave it to Persoon. You can give that to Tater. So on my scorecard, that would be a draw. But I don't see how you give Tater 6 rounds in this fight. When you look at the rounds, there's no 6 rounds to give.
No, they already had the scores filled out before the fight, though. This Persoon, she worked harder. She landed more shots. Was she a little sloppy? Yeah, but Taylor didn't do enough. She just didn't do enough. And at the end of the fight, she looked like she was ready to go. If there was another round, she might have got knocked out.
Somebody over here talking about how we don't know how to score a fight, and they literally just say it's measured by points, not just rounds. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? The next dumb comment that you say something that ignorant, you're banned from this channel. I can't. You're not gonna taint my channel with that ignorance, right? This is an educated boxing fans channel, right? This isn't a tabloid channel, right? This isn't a fanboy channel.
Yeah, like if you win a round, you get more points. So what's the point of saying that?
All right, so this dude is about to get banned. Look at this. You know what a dictatorship is, Helmut?
Yes, sir.
This isn't a democracy. You know, I know people think it's a democracy, but yeah. Yeah, bam! Like nobody will ever read your comments in the channel ever again. Let's see what she's saying.
You have fought some high-level amateur fights, some high-level pro fights. Now you knew this was going to be the toughest fight of your career. Have you ever had to dig that deep before to get a win?
Well, I knew it was going to be definitely the biggest fight in my career, the hardest fight in my career, and it definitely was that. But I'm very good at digging deep. I'm born for fights like these in the trenches. I worked so hard during training camp for the last 2 months of preparation.
All right, so I don't want to pay too much, but look, I will say
She
this.
got lucky. Oh my God, dude.
Katie Taylor got. I mean, this is a gift decision, in my opinion. Right?
It is, and it makes DAZN look bad because it's like whoever they, have more of a stake in is going to win.
Right.
It doesn't bode well for Joshua Ruiz later tonight.
T. Scott says, not a robbery, but a very close fight, but Taylor didn't win it. They'll find Kane to win. Well, if Katie didn't win it, but she did win it, what do you call it? I don't know.
Persoon definitely should have won.
I agree. And Fight Fan Elsie says, well, that was a robbery. Yes. Look,
Yeah,
I'm not outraged. I'm not outraged if it was a draw, but what are you gonna do? Take a moment.
You could argue a draw, but you'd be pushing it, just to get a draw. For her to win is like really egregious.
I don't want to say all these Katie Taylor, like never once did we insult Katie Taylor or call her names. I don't want like there's Katie Taylor fans.
No, we were praising her when she was doing well.
Right.
There were some rounds there where she made good adjustments and had good head movement and was making Persoon miss and stuff and being more accurate with her shots, making Persoon smother her work. But she didn't do it enough. She only did it in 3 rounds, in my opinion.
Right.
I had it 7-3.
Look, she's posing pictures, the whole nine. Look at this. I mean, it's not her fault. She's just a fighter, all right? But at the end of the day, I mean, Persoon, right? I believe earned that victory.
Yeah, I mean, after a career where she's, had 44 fights and, You know, she's worked really hard and she tried her guts out in this fight, and she, in my opinion, won. You know, to be robbed, it's got to be devastating.
Right. I agree. I mean, this is crazy. I can't. I mean, I want to say I can't believe it, but I mean, we all know that's not true, right? So,
yeah, Bert Sugar used to say, you know, boxing, if you wash away all the dirt, there'd be nothing left.
Right. Well, that's a good saying. Yeah. You know, boxing like that chick that always cheats on you, but you know you love her, you know, so you just stick around. You know, like, that's how we are with boxing.
Yeah.
Like nobody's better than her. Like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean?
It's true.
I mean, I could go for that, you know, new side piece called MMA, but you know, it's just not as good as boxing. It's my opinion. We got Callum Smith versus Hassan Needham. Coming up next, Appleton. What do you think of that fight? I mean, I don't have much of an opinion myself. I'm just going to call it, but what do you think?
I mean, and Dom is older. Right. You know, he might be past his prime. Callum Smith, you know, I haven't seen that many of his fights, but he's limited in my opinion. Yep. If Ndam was, you know, prime Ndam, I would pick him, but the way it is right now, I'd say it's a 50-50.
Right.
Depending on what Ndam shows up. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
But the way this fight went, I'd say even if Ndam wins most of the rounds, they're going to give it to the other guy.
I agree. All right, you guys are listening to D Style of Boxing. Hit that notification button. That way you're notified every time D Style Boxing comes on live for fights, the whole 9 yards. Okay, there's no links here. I know people are asking, where can I watch the fight? You all know we could watch the fight. It's called The Zone, right? So I'm not going to tell you, you could go illegally stream it. Like, if you want to do that, you do that. Go to Google for that, right? My channel, not the place for that. Sorry to say, guys, right? Katie Taylor won a controversial split decision, right? Or majority decision, I should say. And that's that. One judge scored it a draw. 2 other judges scored it for Katie Taylor. They scored it 6-4 somehow. I feel bad for Persoon. I really do. Did she even get a post-fight interview?
Dropped off for a second there. I'm back.
You there, Haplotat?
Yeah, I'm back. My phone cut off, I guess.
I'm not able to hear Haplotat, so
Hello.
Let's see what happens here.
You hear me now?
6-4 for Katie. Unbelievable.
Can you hear me now? D.
Who is this guy? Like, they're interviewing like the most random people, right? I'd be crying too. Shit. Putting all that work. You put in all that work, and for what? You know?
Can you hear me, D-Style?
Apple type, if you're there, I cannot hear you. Just FYI.
D-Style, can you hear me?
Post in the chat, just in case.
Do you have your volume down?
Who said that she's not like? We're not saying Taylor's not a professional fighter. What are you guys talking about? Right? Tony Freedom says, you know, Katie lost in his opinion. Tarqui Stars can hear me.
Can you hear me?
Hold on.
I think you have your volume down.
Can you guys hear Haplotype? Like, post in the chat if you could hear Haplotype. I can't hear him. I'm just being honest. I can't hear anything. Hold on. You guys can hear Haplotype, but I can't. Well, what's going on? My volume is not down. My volume is up, actually. So hold on, guys.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try logging off and logging back on.
I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Haplotype, take over. I'll be right back.
Hello. Hello. Anybody there? Can you guys hear me? I can see the chat now. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, they're just showing some stuff on Callum Smith right now. How many of you guys agree with the decision for Taylor? Anyone? See Tariq Star says Persoon won. I don't know where D-Style went. He's trying to work out some technical difficulties on his end over there. Yeah, I mean, Persoon outworked her. Persoon has some bad habits. She steps in with the right foot. She tends to smother her own work, doesn't go to the body enough. She kind of reminds me a bit of a female Sean Porter, where she'll step in with that right foot and swing wild behind the other person's head. So, you know, she has her faults, but she definitely pulled it out in the end. She definitely won the last round.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, I think they can hear me. I don't know if they can. If you can't hear me, then I don't know what's going on.
All right, so you guys can hear me, and I don't know if Haplotype can hear me, but I cannot hear Haplotype. I don't know what that's about, right? So, yeah, Haplotype, try like leaving and coming back on, because I don't know what's going on. Right? I don't know what that's about. That's happened before. It's never happened when we're already on live, but I do apologize for that technical difficulty there, guys. Thanks for Haplotype for taking over there momentarily. We're about to see Callum Smith versus Hassan Needham.
Can you hear me now?
Right? And right now, the announcer's going all out. Look at this dude. First of all, so what? Like Buffer only called like one fight. Like he only did the weigh-in or something. Like, well, what is this? The Zone on the budget? Like, who is this dude? The Friday Night Fights announcer is calling the Zone fights. Right? Like that's what's going on right now. That's what I just noticed. Right?
Can you hear me?
Haplotype, I see that you're on, but can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Jeez, this is not no bueno. No bueno. Can you guys hear Haplotype? He's very annoying, actually. I don't know why this is happening. Let's see. Say something, Haplotype. Haplotype just left again to. I don't think it's his end. It is definitely my end. For sure. It's happened before, but I always do the sound check before I start the video with collabs, but I don't know what's going on here. Well, we'll wait for Haplotype to come back on. Look at this. Who's this? Smith or Needham? I didn't even pay attention onto who is coming out. Everything was working just fine. I don't know what the hell happened. Wow.
Please welcome from Liverpool, England, the reigning, the defending, the undefeated WBC Diamond, Ring Magazine, and WBA super middleweight champion of the world,
Callum Smith is walking out to the ring. We'll be calling this fight. All right. Come hell or high water, this fight will be called. All right. Come hell or high water, folks. So people got, I should say some people, but one dude has Callum winning our third round. Are they related to Joe Lopez 40 ounce? I have no clue, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. Are they brothers? I don't know. Take a moment. Throw a jab at that like button. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification button. That way you are notified when D-Style comes on live. All right, we got some, people picking Smith to win here. Third round stoppage. 6th round stoppage. There's 4 brothers. Oh, okay. Well, what is, like, Canelo going to go through all the brothers or some shit? Like, what's going on here? Haplotype, I see you on. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear Haplotype? Wow. So I'm going to have to do something on my end. All right. But I first want to make sure you guys can hear Haplotype. Okay, I don't hear him either. So let me first make sure. AJ 10 says that he cannot hear Haplotype. This fight's about to start here. And look at this. Both fighters going to start getting announced here. They're announcing Hassan.
Hello. You hear me?
37 wins, 3 losses. 21 wins by way of knockout for Needham.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Well, I don't hear Haplotype at all, right? I need Haplotype to come on, stay on here. That way I can... there's something I need to do on my end, but... What I'm going to do, Haplotype, I'm going to send you a new link.
D-Style. D-Style. D-Style.
All right, Haplotype, stay on. Like, stay on here. All right. I'm going to be gone for about a minute, right? A minute and a half or so. I'll be right back. There's something I got to do on my end, all right? So just give me a moment.
So not sure if anyone can hear me. If you can, let me know. Someone let me know in the chat if you can hear me.
James DeGale, and now Callum Smith, world champion at 168 pounds, here making his New York City debut. Hassan and Dom, Sergio known for.
I can hear you now.
You can?
Yes.
Ah,
I had to reset my mic for some reason. My headphone and mic, I just reset that, but I had to leave the Hangouts right away. So there it is. I knew it was in mine. Right?
Nice, nice. Well, at least it's solved now.
It's never happened live on a collab, but apparently it happened this time. The first time for everything, right on time. We're in the center of the ring, folks. Smith is definitely the zone guy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but
In the red, and Dom in the black and white fur. Don't say that too often. You can already see
not a lot going on right now, right, Apple Tap? Jab by
Yeah, it's just starting for me.
that's a long jab.
Well, what are you? What's your timestamp?
2:42.
When you're at 2:30, let me know.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, 2:30.
We're good. All right. So right now, Smith definitely very upright. Smith is. So he is using his height. In fairness, although he might be giving, I don't know. He's utilizing the jab.
Smith looks stiff.
Yep. Very stiff. Very dry too. Look at it. Smith looks very dry. It's crazy.
Neither guy looks like they warmed up enough.
He recognized that when he saw Canelo Alvarez fight here in December. For Smith,
A lot of lateral movements, but it looks like wasted lateral movement right now by Hassan.
Yeah, and he's also wearing what looks like very heavy trunks, and
Right.
that can make a difference later in the fight.
Definitely. You guys make sure you jab that like button because these guys aren't throwing many jabs. I mean, you can throw a jab to the like button, right?
States you must fight in New York. That has not been the case the last 10, 15 years, but now it's still recognized as
Hassan trying to glide in, but it's a lot of wasted lateral movement to me. I mean, what is he trying to accomplish ultimately? Smith going to the body.
A lot of nervous energy.
All right. And Hassan tried to land upstairs with an overhand right, but no cigar. Very slow fight here so far. This is a really, really slow round.
judging off the size alone. I don't think he's going to be able to
Two totally different body types here.
was beating him, and he's not as big as Callum Smith. It's the body shots that actually bring down and down in the inside.
I think both guys need to get hit with something so they can get rid of these butterflies right now. This is
That's a good point.
yeah, this is getting ridiculous right now.
Don't want to give it away.
That's in Dom's fight.
What about that right to the body?
Nope.
Oh, and the knockdown with the hook
That
by Smith. He set that up beautifully. 7-8, says the ref. Is the round over for you?
not yet. Not looking good for Ndam. Now it's over. So that's 10-8 for me.
All right. That was a nice hook by Smith. I mean, it made up for the freaking, nothing going on. Definitely saved by the bell, Hassan was. Now, I thought you got excited for a jab to the body or something.
No, I'm pausing for a few seconds so it can be the same.
That was interesting, but that was a nice place hook.
Boom.
And bam, nice check hook. Hassan goes down. The momentum of Hassan, coming in was something else. Does Smith does it say Mundo on his trunks? What is this?
It says Alba on the back. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea. Let's see here. Apologize. I ate a pretzel there. But anyway, let's get back to this fight. Hassan is still continuing, and then he's circling to his left towards the hook. I mean, he's just asking to get hit with his hook. He's like, can you please hit me with the hook? All right, now he's moving to his right, Hassan is. And then he goes right. Look at this. I was about to say he goes forward. He goes right, moving away from the hook, but then he comes forward. He walks right into the hook.
Not looking good for Ndam right now.
Hassan and Ndam feeling those shots, man. Smith getting confidence, doubling up the hook. Smith going back to that jab. Right hand by Smith. Body shot by Smith. And Ndam doing a better job now, keeping his hands up. But it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, Apple Tap, for him to get hit again with that hook.
Yeah, I think Smith should be trying to finish a little bit harder at this point. He's being a little too cautious.
Yeah, he is going to the body of Ndam. He is trying to make Ndam lower those gloves. That's for sure. I don't have too much problems with the cautious right now, him being cautious, because we're halfway through the second round.
It's early, but you can tell he's second-guessing himself.
Somebody said that the fight should be stopped. I mean,
I don't think it should be stopped.
Yeah, it's a little too much. But another hook, I mean, when Smith lands that hook, it's too much, and Ndam cannot take it. And Ndam needs to keep that right glove up, like no matter what. He lowers it every time he throws a jab. Notice he lowers that right hand. And it's leaving him open and exposed to that hook.
He's trying to get his legs back under him now. You can see the way he's stomping.
Look, he's got that right hand again. Look at that. He just got hit with a jab. As he's doing all that wasted movement, little by little, that hand starts to drop. What do you think Ndam's trying to accomplish here, Appetite? Because I have no idea.
I think he's trying to get his legs back under him.
Fair enough.
Not get hit again and stomp on those feet a little bit, get the blood flow back. It's a 10-8 also for me.
Prince White Charm says he doesn't believe there's a British boxer who could beat Canelo. Maybe they throw him in there with like AJ, maybe. But other than that, I know it's a different weight class, guys. Relax, all right?
But doesn't Canelo have a belt in Super?
He does, yeah. He beat that Aaron Rodgers lookalike. What's his name again?
Rocky something.
Rocky
Fielding.
Yeah. Ironically, Fielding. Aaron Rodgers lookalike. I don't see anything in this Smith that can beat Canelo. I don't know about you, but or Triple G. I don't see it.
He's a big target. He's got a long waist and
long torso. Yeah.
Yeah. Canelo would be just eating him up to the body.
Look at that hook. And you guys notice, for those that could see it, how low that right hand. I mean, why isn't Ndam's right hand that low? Like, it's crazy. You see, when he starts around, look at the right hand. He's got it up. See that? His trainer told him to keep the hand up. But notice as it progresses, notice how it slowly starts to creep down. Or when he throws a punch, notice how he drops that right hand. Look, it's already like towards his chin, the right hand. It's slowly starting to creep
It
down.
wants to creep down. It's definitely a habit.
Yeah, it's a habit, and you could tell he's thinking about it. Now, this is not something you should be thinking about in the middle of the fight. Oh, right hand up. Like,
Yeah.
Right there. The hands are already too low at that point.
It's taking up valuable mental real estate.
Yeah. He can utilize his left, shoulder and his right hand to protect his chin. He doesn't have to have both hands up. And right there, he did land a nice left upstairs on Smith. He's trying to get that right hand, overhand right. He tried early in the first round. He's trying to set it up, but I don't think it's going to be successful. Smith going to the body. Throwing hooks to the body, Smith is. Right hand upstairs by Smith. How do you see this round so far, Appletech?
It's a better round for Ndam than it has been, but I still feel like he's losing it. He's showing that 36 to 5-year age difference, he's not the guy he once was.
Very true. Smith has, I think it would help him to just double up that jab, right? Just double up the jab a little more.
What would help Ndam the most at this point is if he can hurt Smith and get some confidence back. So right now he's fighting scared.
Smith with a right hand upstairs. The right hand doesn't hurt Ndam the way the hook does, but he's landing for sure. Another right hand upstairs.
Stopped him in his tracks, though. He hasn't thrown a punch since that right.
Nice jab by Smith upstairs. This is a very, very slow fight. This pace is real, real slow.
Yeah, I'm buffering now.
Oh, shoot. What's your time stamp?
31.
Oh, right hand. I think Smith heard me there. What about my right hand? He landed a big right hand. Hadwell's about to watch it. All right.
I can't wait.
They stopped this fight.
Oh, damn. He bounced back like a Super Bowl.
That was devastating. Boom, shakalaka. Man, that was something.
I don't know why they waved that off.
Well, I
He
mean,
got up in time.
It was the third knockdown of the fight. It was a devastating knockdown. They could have let it go, but I mean,
the way he bounced did not look good, but he was able to get on his feet, and I think they should have let Callum Smith, trap him again and then waved it off when he couldn't defend himself.
Well, somebody wants to fight audio down for some reason. Why do you want the fight audio down? You want to hear us more or something? That was something.
Yeah, I think Ndam is a done fighter now.
Yeah, that was, to me, that was a pretty devastating knockdown. But
it was. I was surprised he got up so fast. But Ndam has lost, all of his big step-up fights. He lost against Quillen, he lost against Lemieux, and now he lost against, this guy.
Didn't Quillen just have like a knock? He had him like doing flips and shit all over the ring?
No, Quillen was a decision.
Maybe I'm confusing Ndam with another fighter that Quillen knocked down like 7 times. So who was that guy?
Quillen knocked down 7 times. I can't remember. Let me look it up. Let's see.
And look, they're showing the replay right now. Bam, that right hand was beautiful. Right in the money. As Ndam is coming in with that was just momentum coming from both sides. That was devastating. Right?
You might be thinking of Rosado or Guerrero that Quillen TKO'd.
No, I think it went decision. I think he just knocked him down a bunch of times. All right, somebody says
not sure.
Brian McClintier, McCline, I don't know. Good stop. Needham was getting hit clean and often. McIntyre, right? Is that your last name? I'm guessing Brian McIntyre. It looked like an L, but I think that's an I. Anyway,
Looks like we're gonna have a pretty big break in time between this and the next fight because this one ended so early.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're not in any rush. I mean, they're doing it through their own app, but definitely. He said, "That's it." All right, gotcha. Yeah, I thought that was an
If they're
L.
smart though, they'll try to get these guys out here pretty quick because a lot of people are going to go out and maybe miss the next fight. What was the last fight on HBO where they had that long ass break?
Well, I remember De La Hoya Pacquiao. Remember that fight?
Yeah, of course.
Like they have a whole library. They could have shown us knockouts of the year. You know, it was in December, I think, the fight, wasn't it, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been like, "Oh, look, these are the best knockouts of the year." No, we had Jim Lampley talking to us for a whole hour and a half.
Yeah, and they did the same thing on their last broadcast, which is one of the things that was solidified the end for them. Right. It was some hour and a half break between the last undercard fight and the main event. I can't even remember what fight it was anymore. And it wasn't that long ago. Doesn't it feel like HBO's been gone for quite a while, even though they haven't?
Well, yeah, because they were not. Let's be honest. HBO was not the same for years, So, it just wasn't the same anymore. So, it was like they let us off easy.
Yeah, I'm still kind of bummed though because I really did like watching fights on HBO. I mean, just the coverage alone, aside from the commentary, but the camera work and the stats that they give, they were the only ones who ever gave arm length as opposed to reach. I always like that, and
well, arm length I think
there's a certain amount of prestige with arm length is definitely better because reach includes the back, and one guy could have a much wider back and shorter arms, and it seems like because the reach measurement shows that they have a longer reach that you think they have that advantage and they don't. But the arm length from the armpit to the end of the fist tells you exactly how long someone's arm is. So.
And that's relevant in when they're fighting on the outside, fighting on mid-range, fighting on the inside, right? Yeah. So it's definitely relevant. I do want to know, Haplotype, what is your prediction? How do you see Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz? That's the fight we're going to be covering in a little bit. By the way, those listening right now, take a moment, throw a jab at that like button. And thank you so much for joining us live. But Haplotype, how do you see this fight going?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been watching Andy Ruiz for a few years. I've never really followed him that closely, but he is a talented boxer with a lot of skill. He doesn't have the natural gifts that other fighters have. But in that sense, I compare him a little bit to a Mikey Garcia type fighter where he doesn't have the long arms. He doesn't have the super fast feet or anything like that, but he's just a really solid, skilled boxer, and he can usually use that to his advantage to win. But he's going in there against a guy who has all the natural gifts in the world, plus a machine behind him pushing him. I think his short arms are going to be a problem. I think his slow feet are going to be a problem. His lack of head movement is going to be a problem. He is really good at picking off punches with his gloves because of all of his experience, but his arms are so short. I think he's going to have a hard time finding Joshua. And I think his one chance is if he's smart enough to use a cross-armed guard in the inside, that will negate Joshua's uppercut. But his body is so wide. His body is so wide that if he comes in with a standard guard, that there's always going to be a hole for the uppercut to hit the chin. But if he crosses his arms the way, an old George Foreman did or a Ken Norton, which you don't see very much anymore, that's a great defense for an uppercut. If he does that and he gets on the inside, he's able to work the body, maybe he can do something. But I just think the odds are stacked way against him. I see Joshua probably getting a mid-round TKO.
Mid-round TKO, I have it the same. I mean, first of all right, and yes, I agree with the Chad. I don't think Smith can beat Canelo either. Apparently, there's 5 brothers, man. Maybe Canelo's going to fight all the brothers. Okay, I have no idea, but from what I saw anyway, I agree. Do you agree with that? I don't think he can beat Canelo. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Appletite, but how do you see that fight?
I don't think so at all. He's very stiff, and he has that stereotypical European style of fighting. I think Canelo at this point is way too experienced. He's shown a great chin, against Triple G. He's shown, the fact that he can take a good shot, and, he goes to the body very well. And I think there's a big hole where Callum Smith's liver is, and
right.
Canelo would just be killing his liver from the opening bell on.
Oh, definitely. That's a long torso, man. That's a lot of work that Canelo could put on. And even Triple G, I think Triple G beats him as well, to be honest with you. So
yeah, probably so.
There is levels to this shit, folks. What's your opinion on Fury Wilder 2 being announced when Wilder still has to fight Ortiz?
I was very surprised, and I'm still like a little bit in disbelief that they announced that.
Right.
There's so much that could happen that could make it not happen that I don't want to get too excited, but I was happy to hear it for sure. I mean, it's good news for a fan. Anybody who likes watching fights should like watching Wilder fight, because he gives you everything that you could ever want in a fight. If you like boxing and you like knockouts and you like guys who go for it and try to finish, how can you not like Wilder, right? So the more fights we get with him, the happier I am. And the fact that he's fighting Ortiz is less of a thing for me. Like, I wasn't really that happy about that announcement, but I'm really happy about the Fury announcement because, man, was that a good fight. That last fight, it was snake and mongoose all day long. And I just really enjoyed watching. It was a classic boxer versus puncher fight. And I thought Fury just put on a brilliant performance. I doubt that he can do that well again, but I really love to see it again, and I'm very happy about it.
Definitely. This is a great segue here, because we're about to watch this Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz fight, right, for 3 of the belts, 3 of the straps that Anthony Joshua is defending. Andy Ruiz looking to do the upset at Madison Square Garden, right? It feels, I don't have anything against the Barclays Center or anything like that. I'm sure it's a beautiful building, but they're like, if you're going to have a fight in New York, I mean, to me, it's about Madison Square Garden. I don't know if you agree, but there's something magical about that building in boxing.
Yeah. I mean, they called it the Mecca of boxing for many years. Personally, I think the Mecca of boxing now is probably the MGM in Las Vegas, but still, historically speaking, Madison Square Garden is number 1.
Definitely. For those that just tuned in, you could always go back on archive and listen to us call that Katie Tater, that Katie Tater fight against. Let me pronounce it. Persoon. Okay, I still don't know if we're pronouncing that shit right. But if you guys get to go and listen to that, I will be putting time stamps for those listening on archive later on. All right, we're about to cover some heavyweight boxing. Make sure you throw a jab at that like button and watch this fight with us, because these DAZN guys. I don't know. What do you think about this production by DAZN, Haplo?
So far, not loving it, mostly because it keeps buffering, and I fucking hate that. Sorry to use the F word, but it's just so annoying. Like, this would be so much easier for us to do if we were watching this on television.
Oh, definitely. Like, we wouldn't have this whole, like, where are you at? It wouldn't be a thing.
Exactly. Or you're ahead of me, or I'm ahead of you, and it's not as good of an experience in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of DAZN. I hate the name. It's like boxing already has a reputation of being like for dumb people, and then they call it duh. You know, like
the zone.
The zone. Like, okay.
You know, I could guarantee you. People are like, hey, where's the Joshua fight? Oh, it's on the zone. Download the app. I guarantee you they're putting THE space
Some people.
zone.
Some people are.
And they're like, I can't find this damn app. Like, where's this app at? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'd say the coverage itself is It's like I give it a B minus.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but you know, it just sounds like a downgrade from HBO, to be honest with you.
It is. I mean, production-wise, it is.
Right now, the zone's showing all these highlights of, like, we've seen this over and over again, of AJ knocking out Klitschko and Povetkin and Andy Ruiz fighting in half-empty arenas. Andy Ruiz is coming in at 268 pounds, 20 pounds heavier than Joshua.
Apparently
Ruiz
that's
says,
light for him.
Well, not only that, he said he's 8 pounds heavier than his last fight, but he said that's on purpose because he wants to be stronger in the clinch. Do you buy that?
No.
Right. I don't buy that either.
I think the guy has no control over his weight whatsoever.
He has got no control. I agree. He's not
If
maximizing his potential.
He'd probably be a cruiserweight if he could control his weight.
That's a good point. All right. Let's go over the tail of the tape for this fight. Joshua versus Ruiz. Anthony Joshua is 22-0 with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Andy Ruiz, 32-1 with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. That one loss is the controversial loss to Joseph Parker, which many believe Andy Ruiz won, or at the very least could have been a draw, or it was really, really controversial. Nicknames. AJ's nickname is AJ. I mean, you can't make this shit up. But that's his nickname. All right. And Andy Ruiz is the Destroyer. Like, I think it should be the Tasmanian Devil, okay? But age 10, the age, Joshua is 29, Ruiz is 29. Joshua's from the United Kingdom, and Ruiz is from the United States. I hear a lot of people saying this from Mexico. There is Mexican Americans, people. Okay, he's an American citizen. Right? Height. He's Joshua's 6'6". Andy Ruiz is allegedly 6'2". I think he's about 6 foot, but okay, he's 6'2". Reach. We talked about that earlier, but 82-inch reach by Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz, a 74-inch reach, but looking at their arms.
A lot of that is back on Ruiz. He's got that wide frame.
He's got some short arms, man. He needs his only way in is the inside. All right. I would love to know. I've been looking for their arm length. I can't find it. If somebody has their arm length, post it. I cannot find it. Right. Debut, obviously. Andrew has been a pro since 2009. He has a little more experience as a pro. Right. I don't know what that's going to play a factor at all in this fight. I don't believe it will, but it's still.
I think it might in terms of how much damage he's taken, because he does get hit a lot. So I don't think the experience will work in his favor that much in this fight. I mean, he does have more pure skill than Joshua, and definitely has more experience, but I think that's offset by the damage and the slowness and the short arms, you know, and Joshua's got that great uppercut. So if he doesn't do something to get it, you know, to block it, which in my opinion would be to use a cross-arm guard like a George Foreman, he's going to get hit with that uppercut. And his nickname is the Destroyer. I don't know if you mentioned that already.
He destroys. Have you seen this dude destroy a Big Mac? I mean, he will.
I was just gonna say.
Andy Ruiz will destroy a steak, man. Like nobody.
He destroys the buffet table in Vegas.
This dude gets kicked out of buffets. Like, you have destroyed the buffet. Get the hell out of here. Right? Oh no! Like, I saw the zoner talking about how Ruiz said that he likes to be at his weight because he has more power. Like, you know, like who's buying? Like, of course he would say that. At least Arreola was honest. Arreola would just told me, hey, I love pizza and I like drinking Coronas. All right, like at least he was honest, right?
He was honest about that, yeah.
You know,
And he was always trying to come in lighter, but Ruiz just seems to have no ability to do that at all.
Andy Ruiz. Let's talk about the fight here. If look, I broke down the fight, but those that haven't seen it or you're first listening to my channel, check it out. Look, first of all, throw a jab at that like button, right? Let's get to 23 likes. How about that? All right. Right now, take a moment. All right. Subscribe, hit that notification button. That way you're notified every time D-Style Boxing comes on live. Check this out. Right. Andy Ruiz, first of all, has short arms, man. The reach advantage thing is not doing justice on how much of a long distance advantage Anthony Joshua has. All right. And Ruiz is not 6'2". I don't know where they're getting that from. This dude is not 6'2". I saw him standing next to. How tall is Michael Buffer? Do you know? Anybody know?
I don't.
Yeah, like.
But I think he's about 6.
Yeah, like there's no way Ruiz is 6'2". All right. I think Buffer might be like 6'1", but nonetheless, no way he's 6'2". Right. With that being said, they're interviewing. Actually, before I break down the fight, Haplo.
Yeah.
They're interviewing these celebrities, and it's the breakdown is atrocious, man. Now, let's listen to what this fool has to say. Let me just see what he has to say.
My dad used to say it's the longest 3 minutes of your life and the shortest 1 minute of your life in between rounds. And so I have the utmost respect for boxers because I think what they do on that island like they do it is not a lot of people can do that. You have to have a special mentality for it.
Yeah, I think the dichotomy that you just described there about it being the shortest 3 minutes and the longest 1 minute.
Yeah, listen, football player, we run for 9 seconds, then we take a 30-second break. It's easy.
Yeah, it's definitely short bursts.
Well, he is an athlete, you know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with Strahan being interviewed. And he's not saying anything outrageous. Right? He's giving boxing its props, so good for him. But I will say this, okay? They were interviewing, what's her name again? Rosie Perez? Is that her name?
Rosie Perez.
Well,
yeah, and it was weird. She was talking with like an English accent.
Yeah, like, I don't know what that was about, to be honest with you.
And then they asked her, like, how do you know so much about boxing? And she goes, because I'm Puerto Rican. Like, what?
Eddie Allen just did confirm Michael Buffer 6 foot tall. You guys went to Wikipedia, didn't you? All right. But anyway. But she's like,
I actually met him.
Yeah.
And that's how I got that impression that he was about 6 foot tall because that's my height. So we were about the same.
Gotcha. Look, man. Rosie Perez didn't know what I didn't understand what the fuck she was talking about. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Why does boxing interview these B-list celebrities? Right? If it wasn't for White Man Can't Jump, okay, like nobody would know who she is. Nobody would know who she is. Like she's living off the White Man Can't Jump, like for the last 20 years. What else has she done?
Not much recently. I mean, she's past it, but she does get a lot of recognition as like the queen celebrity that loves boxing. I don't know why.
I mean, this is crazy, man. Like, because it's the only sport that gives, like, if she's ringside, okay, not ringside, I apologize, but if she's like courtside, like, they're not gonna be interviewing her every single time they see her, like giddy little fanboys and shit. All right, Rosie Perez, oh yeah, Katie Taylor. I mean, she's such a good person, and she has that spirit, and well, we will see how it goes. Like, she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Right?
Yeah, it was pretty clear she had never seen either of the two women fight before.
And by this interviewer, okay, Claudia Trejos, terrible. Right? Terrible interview.
They need to stop picking girls to interview people because they're good looking. That's what happened with that girl who accused what's his name of rape or molesting her or whatever.
Oh shit. All right. Oh, yeah. Well, that girl was seriously, man. Like, really, she was exposed bad, by the way. But
she had no experience with boxing. It was purely a looks thing.
Yeah, they need to stop doing that. Look, they got the gloves on, man. Well, Ruiz does. Ruiz already has gloves on. They're getting warmed up. Let's talk about this fight. First of all, so back to that. Joshua, all right. First of all, clearly, like this doesn't even have to be said, has the advantage from the distance. All right. On the outside, has a clear advantage, and he's going to be utilizing that jab. Joshua's jab is going to look beautiful in this fight. Ruiz has to be ducking low. All right. And he's got to be careful, Apple type, as he's trying to slip the jab, because then he has to deal at mid-range. Like we all know, uppercut is a mid-range weapon, right? And that's where I believe the uppercuts will be landing, right? One or two things Ruiz has to do is either keep his elbows close to each other, right? So he's not susceptible, but it's going to be hard. He has such a wide body. Right.
He can't keep his elbows close. Yeah. He has to use the cross arm guard.
Well, or the cross arm guard is the second thing he can do, but it's not how he fights, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't just take a crash course on the cross arm guard. Yeah, he would have been
working on it, and I haven't seen him do it in any of the training footage.
It'll be interesting to see if he comes out doing that, and if he's successful with it, it'll give us an exciting fight. Now, once he's inside, once he gets past the long range, okay, once he gets past the archers, all right, which is the jab, then he's going to have to deal with a sword on the inside, okay, that is the uppercut. And then once he gets through that, he'll finally get it right there. He's going to exert all that energy just getting inside, even when he is successful. And that's where his short arms for that period of time is going to actually play in that window. It's going to be an advantage. He's got to use the short arms to land quick body shots on the inside. Ruiz, although I think people exaggerate how fast his hands are, has pretty good hand speed. Okay.
I mean, he has fast hands for how fat he looks. That's why. That's why people exaggerate it.
But Mora said he has extremely fast hands. He said, I quote, extremely fast hands. I don't know about that. Right?
I don't think so.
I don't even think we're going to see a difference in hand speed in this fight. Okay, but nonetheless, he's got to come.
His problem getting on the inside will also deal with his slow feet.
Well, he's got to get in, man, and that's the other thing. He's got to glide in, move that head. He's going to have to, slip that jab, and I just don't, man. Unless he's got Mickey, he obviously didn't have Mickey having him chase chickens around, right?
Right.
Because I think that's what he needed. Like this dude needed to be turned into like what did Mickey call Rocky again? We're gonna turn
greasy, fast Italian tank.
Yeah, like all that grease. Like he had to burn all that grease and become a greasy Mexican. Okay, and be fast, but that's just not the case here. Obviously, he wasn't chasing chickens around. Well, he needed Mickey in his life. He needed Mickey to be the trainer. That's what I think.
He needs to eat lightning and crap thunder.
Yeah. Stop eating those cheeseburgers, all right? And then everybody's praising him because he lost like 20 pounds. This dude was heavier before. That's insane.
Yeah, and he doesn't use head movement really to get out of the way of jabs. He depends on picking off punches with his gloves, which he's very good at. But I think Joshua is so strong that he could force a shot through Ruiz's guard, even if he's trying to pick it off.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's got to deal with the archers, and then he's got to deal with the sword before he even gets on the inside to do something. And I'm telling you, there's no – Josh is a pretty good body puncher, right? And that's something that a lot of people lose sight of. He did a good job working the body of Klitschko, although Klitschko obviously has a longer torso than Ruiz. But I think he will hit – there's no reason why he shouldn't hit that soft body. Okay.
It's a lot harder to get through Klitschko's long jab than it is to get through Ruiz's short jab.
Ruiz going to have to be slipping the jab, man. He's going to exert so much energy just doing that. And, but I agree with you about that cross-arm guard. That's what he needs to get inside. Okay, but even if he does that, Apple type, I mean, he still has to deal with a hook. Like the hook is also a nice – how is that? I'm like, all right, but he's gonna get him with those mid-range hooks as well.
I have a feeling Dwyer runs into a lot of mid-range hookers at the casino.
Probably. All right. And by the way, I don't know. Speaking of gambling channels, I hope nobody bet money on Ruiz. All right, what are you doing? Don't do that. All right. All right. I hope you didn't bet any money because you're about to lose it.
I think if Ruiz were to win tonight, it would be on the level of a Douglas Tyson upset.
You think so? I mean, I don't know about that, but
well, I think Douglas was better than Ruiz. You know, Tyson was a huge favorite.
But that was a monster era, you know. But I got what you mean, though. It would be a big upset for sure. It would be very surprising.
It wouldn't be as big as that, maybe, but it would be in that, you know, in that same level of upset.
The vicinity of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm going to take a quick break, okay? I'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. I'm going to get some water, right, before we call this fight. I'll be right back.
All right, so it looks like they're getting ready to have the guys come in pretty soon. They're really not doing a good job of covering all this time. They could be showing highlights of the first, you know, couple fights in the card at least. But they're showing the crowd dancing around and lights flashing around the arena. Looks like people are having a good time. Hope everyone's enjoying this if you're watching it. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Does Ruiz have a chance of winning? Doesn't seem like it to me, but if you think he does, put it in the chat. And I will read some comments. Let's see what we got here. Pulling up the chat. All right, we got Prince White charming British people and their songs. Sweet Caroline isn't even British. Hulk Hogan's laughing. Joe Lopez 40 ounce, a good amount of Joshua fans. Hulk Hogan, I think most of Mexico feels the same. I don't know what he's talking about. AJ Tandy style went to get his Andy Ruiz shirt.
Look, man, you know, I'm not even going to bullshit. I'm back, by the way, but
okay.
I'm not going to bullshit. If Andy Ruiz wins, I'll buy a T-shirt. I will. And I'll wear the T-shirt and do a live video. All right, I'll do a live video wearing a T-shirt. And I will apologize, but this is not going to happen, all right? So, by the way, with those short arms, with those short T-Rex arms, which, back to my medieval, you know, analogy, I mean, this dude is coming in with those arms. He basically is coming in with 2 daggers. You know what I mean? And Joshua has, like, you know, he's got
a lance.
Yeah, he's got that. You know, he's got freaking. he's got a bow and arrow.
He's on a horse with a long.
Yeah, he's a mounted knight with like a freaking lance. All right, this is, you know, and all this work that he's got to do just to try to get him with the daggers. It's gonna be a lot of work, man. All right, but that's what he has to do. Get on that inside. For that small window, Ruiz can do some work on the inside, right?
Now, I will say this: like, I think this era of like super big heavyweights would be susceptible to like maybe like a Tua type fighter or a Tyson type fighter who was really good if they could come in with a lot of head movement, speed, fast feet, fast hands, and get underneath these big dudes and their slow, you know, punches that you can see coming a mile away. Someone like that who doesn't really exist anymore, but if someone like that did exist, they might be able to do something in this division.
Yeah. By the way, I like, who decided that Andy Ruiz's nickname is the Destroyer? Like who came up with that?
I don't know. It seems like they just went with like whatever they thought of first. It's like, oh, wait, what should we call you? The Destroyer. That's good.
Prince White Charmin says Andy Ruiz T-shirts only come in XXX large. Wow. Man, that's a big ass shirt. I could sleep with it, I guess. I can use it as a blanket. Seven Nation Army is an American song too, and Europeans love singing it. Is that what they're doing right now?
Now, Seven Nation Army was Klitschko's ring walk song. The dun 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 dun.
No, wasn't it Chili Peppers?
No, I thought it was dun 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 dun. dun.
No,
Wasn't
no,
that
no, no.
Klitschko's?
Vladimir Klitschko was
Or am I
definitely
thinking-
Chili Peppers. You're thinking of Triple G.
I'm thinking of Triple G. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You got me there.
By the way, take a moment, share this video on social media. We'll be calling the fight. The fight's about to go down. Get your popcorn. Got enough time. Do they got enough time to put popcorn in the microwave? Type?
I don't know. It seems like they got more than enough time right now.
You could do that. By the way, do you guys eat
Probably
popcorn?
run to the store.
Do you guys eat popcorn with hot sauce in California?
I have. It's not that super common here, though.
No, that's a big thing here in Texas. All right. Andrew Ruiz is walking out. Look at this. He's a lion. Apparently.
Oh, okay, so don't go to the store then.
Don't go to the store, but you got time to make popcorn. Okay, you got time to get those pretzels and pour them in your bowl. You got time for all that, right? You guys got time.
Be funny if Ruiz came to the ring on one of those little scooters that people use at the grocery store.
Right.
He just doesn't want to waste any energy walking.
Ain't that something? Oh man, this is great. Look at this. Ruiz is ready, guys. He looks like that. He looks like the lion from Wizard of Oz and shit. Remember the cowardly lion?
Yeah.
His Prince White Charm is calling the Enchilada Destroyer. There, enough time to order a pizza, right? Oh man. Who's the referee for this fight? Have you caught wind of that?
I haven't yet.
I really hope Ruiz has a ref that's really strict about, even though AJ is not a big hole, he doesn't hold that much on the inside. I think that's he really needs someone that's going to let him, work on the inside. He really needs that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that and in the Parker fight with Joshua, they didn't let him work at all on the inside.
And these guys are having a field day with Andy Ruiz, man. Oh man, the torta destroyer, right? The burrito destroyer, the
king
taco.
Of chilaquiles.
Yeah, he's the king, man. Oh man. Anyway, like they had to see that coming when he came up with that nickname,
Seems like the destroyer of the bathroom, maybe.
Look at this. Somebody said Andy Ruiz is going to celebrate his victory over AJ with a 60,000 calorie meal. Holy shit. Somebody asking for a link. There is no links here. You can go ahead and find it somewhere else, guys. Sorry. All right. Channels get shut down. Okay, here. All right. And I'm not going to lose my live stream abilities or anything like that to give somebody a link.
The donut destroyer.
He's a donut destroyer. Look at this. I mean, he's like dad bod times 1,000. I mean, it's just crazy. British in America, where are the American fans? I don't know, man. I don't know. Did they sell out the Garden? It looks packed, but
the American fans can't afford it. They jacked up the prices on these tickets big time.
Yeah. Andy Ruiz eats. Imagine he actually eats AJ. Imagine he actually eats him.
It might be a good tactic. It might be his only way of winning.
Like an anaconda and shit. Imagine we see that. Oh my God!
Big ass tortilla and roll up Joshua.
He's gonna eat AJ, guys. He's gonna eat him alive. Like this is crazy. AJ looking really this is gonna I believe anyway. It's gonna remind me of those. Remember those routine Klitschko fights where they just overwhelm dudes and then just stop them mid fight? I just think that's what we're about to witness.
Yeah, Joshua does not look too concerned at all.
The British pound is considerably worth more than the dollar, says Prince White Charming. So we print a lot of dollar bills. That's why. Level 2 boxing, but make no mistake about it, it doesn't mean that their economy is bigger than ours. Level 2 boxing, that they announced the attendance. No, if they did, I didn't catch wind of it because we don't have the audio on. Andrew Ruiz eats a churro before the post-fight interview. Look at this. They're torching the poor guy. You know?
Well, he's got to expect that with the body type that he doesn't try to get rid of.
We're about to see AJ, Anthony Joshua. That's his nickname. What do you think of that nickname? AJ, that's his nickname. His initials is his nickname. I had never seen that.
We used to call my sister AJ.
She had a first name A, last name J?
Middle name J.
Okay. I just don't, like, they couldn't come up with something better. Like AJ? Oh, we could use your nickname. I mean, not even that. We could use your initials. Anthony AJ Joshua. What a horrible nickname. Right? Like, why even have a nickname?
You should have asked Sylvester Stallone to think of one. He comes up with good ones.
Right?
Mason Dixon was one of my favorites.
Yeah, he could have stole something, or I don't know. That's definitely a ritual, right? It reminds me of baseball. See what AJ did right now in the ropes? Kind of comes in, comes out, and then finally comes in. A lot of baseball players, like they got to rub their feet twice, you know.
Yeah, that's weird when people. I've noticed a lot of guys do that when they go under the ropes and go back and forth. Like,
it's a superstition thing. Like if I forget to do that, I'm gonna lose. You know, like
I used to love when Prince Nassim Hamed would vault over the top rope.
I always wondered if he's gonna like break his ankle or something.
I know. I mean, that takes a lot of confidence to do that.
Yeah,
it's like you could really hurt yourself doing that. The one time he didn't do it was against Barrera.
Somebody said his nickname is Silver Spoon. Oh man. Are we gonna get 4 national anthems? I don't know, man. Didn't they already sing the national anthems? Didn't they get them out of the way?
They're doing one of them right now on my feed.
Why are they singing the Mexican national anthem? Are they doing that?
Yep.
Why?
They're not singing it, but they're playing it on instrumental.
They couldn't afford to pay somebody to sing it, or
they couldn't get.
They're in a budget, folks. This is crazy. They couldn't afford. This is crazy.
It's like a recording.
They want to fight to start after 11 Eastern time. So this is just playing like Ruiz is. I mean, it is what it is. I don't care. Sam Watson looks like he is trapped. Sam Watson. Oh, look at Sam Watson. He's
my
like
thing
lost.
Keeps buffering over and over again.
Remember when people thought Watson was Al Heyman?
Al Heyman, yeah. Someone said that recently. I think it was Bob Arum. He's like, is Sam Watson really Al Heyman? Because I've never seen Al Heyman.
All right, let me get this pen and paper ready. I don't think it's going to be necessary, but I'll be scoring a fight nonetheless, round by round.
I'm ready.
We'll see if the little daggers can beat all the weapons fucking Joshua has. Are they going to actually have a singer for what's it called again? God Bless the Queen or whatever it's called?
God Save the Queen.
God
which
Save.
Is also, we know it as My Country 'Tis of Thee.
Yeah. All of this. They could. There was enough on the budget for that. All right, guys, they're doing the national anthems as we speak. I hope you got your popcorn ready. I hope you got all that shit ready. All right?
Oh, now they're doing the United States. Oh, yeah. Do you think they'll do the Philippines just because Manny Pacquiao?
No, because he's not with his own. You know? Like who else is on? Like they'll do the Kazakhstan for Triple G. Ruiz chin and gut can take many punches with no problems. Punches bounce off with no damage. Okay. Will he use that Homer Simpson style? Appletech.
I've noticed that, like for instance, with an old George Foreman, that he could take a lot of shots with that layer of fat, but George Foreman had a ton of muscle underneath that layer of fat.
Right.
Ruiz doesn't. So I think if he gets hit to the body enough, it's going to be a big problem for him.
Earlier, somebody said that they have Ruiz by stoppage.
Wow.
I don't think Ruiz is stopping anything other than traffic on the way to the hospital, folks. I think that's the only thing he's going to be stopping, right?
That's one of those predictions you make just on the off chance it happens, so you can look like,
Oh yeah,
a genius.
yeah. I'm a genius.
I told you guys.
So I'm going to write down here. I'm going to write AJ and the Destroyer. If somebody told you AJ, like let's say you're just a casual fan, right? And somebody told you, hey, AJ, Anthony Joshua, the heavyweight champion, he's going to be fighting the Destroyer. Like, who do you picture in your head when you hear the Destroyer?
Mike Tyson.
So you picture like a fighter like that, right? With that style, okay.
Like a bulldog, pit bull type guy.
Oh, all you guys comparing Joshua to all-time greats. If he struggles just a little bit in this fight, I never want to hear you ever again. Okay? Just saying.
Yeah. I think Ruiz made a bad mistake picking golden reflective gloves. It's going to be easy to see his punches.
Somebody put, I'm not 100% sure it's true, but apparently Manny Pacquiao's old nickname was the Destroyer, but I could see that. I think Pac-Man Pacquiao was better, but
never heard the Destroyer for him. At least not that I remember.
All right, Eddie LM says Ruiz will win by first round KO against a plate of lasagna. They talked about they're going to be that they played the long version of they told you to just extend the land of the free, like extend that shit. We gotta make this shit as long as possible. We have 30 people live. We got 20 likes. Let's throw a jab at that like button. All right. Take a moment. And we got 3 people that thought like I was going to be showing the fight. Like literally showing it.
Yeah, you can't do that, guys. Unless you have like a sock channel that you don't care about, that if it gets taken down.
Ruiz's dad won't feed him for 30 minutes if he loses to AJ. He shouldn't have fit. Like, come on, man. But did you get to watch the Ruiz-Joseph Parker fight, by the way? You ever see that fight?
Yes, I did.
Who did you thought won?
It was very close. I think Ruiz edged it. But
Fair
Ruiz looks like he already has a mouse under his left eye. I don't know what happened.
But by the way, one thing I like about UFC better than boxing is that UFC only has the fighters and the ref in the ring. Okay, when they're doing the introductions. Right now, this isn't as bad as like Mayweather fights, for example, where the whole ring, half of the ring, is just Mayweather's entourage, right?
Yeah.
But it was ridiculous, right? But
yeah, it was.
A lot of
Tyson used to have that too.
That's crazy. All right, we don't need this many people in the ring, man. We just don't, right? Like the trainer doesn't have to be in the ring. Like they should be taking off the robe when they get in the ring. Like it's just not necessary, my opinion. But
you don't like the 2 girls behind Michael Buffer?
Yeah, I could look at the girls another time. It is, Like anybody would say, "Oh yeah, we need the ring girl." Like you guys are thirsty as hell, okay? But by the way, how these old dudes? Like, no wonder they couldn't. They didn't watch the Katie Taylor fight. They were checking out the ring girls. Okay, those old dudes scoring the fight.
Yeah, they were.
That's what they were doing, for sure. right? Hit that bell button. That way you're notified every time D-Style Boxing comes on live. And throw a jab at that. Look at that. Boom. I got 5 likes. Look at that. 6 likes. Like in a matter of a minute. Good job, guys. I appreciate it. You know, we're taking time out of our day to call this fight for you guys.
Right? Ruiz just hit himself a few times. That's never a good sign, in my opinion.
No. Okay. I want to make sure here that we are... If you look at the zone timestamp, what are you? I'm at 2:59 with 15 seconds. You have like that 30-second skip to go all the way live?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go all the way live.
Okay, I'm hitting it. My thing's been buffering like crazy though over here. I don't know what it is.
Ruiz looks nervous right now. They're doing a face-off. Look at that height advantage by AJ. And then the arm length. Wow.
Yeah, it's like his arms are twice as long. That's what it looks like.
Ruiz is breathing, taking some deep breaths right now. I can tell. Right? I think this fight's going to end sooner than I thought, but we'll see.
I think Ruiz is going to swell up based on the fact that he's already got red marks on his cheeks.
For punching himself. Dang, we're in the middle of the ring. AJ moving side to side, his upper body anyway. Ruiz throwing a jab to the body, misses by a mile. All right. Ruiz throwing jab upstairs. He's going to have to be punching upwards throughout this fight. Okay. Which exerts more energy.
God,
Ruiz
is such a big target.
AJ lands a jab to the stomach. It bounced off the belly. All right. All right, let's stay professional, D-Style. All right. AJ just pawing. He tried to go for a right hand there, did AJ. I'm not sure if it landed because of the camera angle. Look at that. AJ's going to be utilizing this jab. He's just pawing it out right now. Not really exerting he's not putting a lot of thump into that jab, AJ is.
Seems like AJ's game plan is just beat him up with the jab for a few rounds.
Sounds about right. And right now, Ruiz is in terrible shape, man. It's jab to the body by AJ. I don't know if the belly's the right target, but Ruiz throwing, again, he's going to have to be punching upwards in an upper angle throughout this fight. He use more energy doing that.
Unless he goes to the body, which wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, but he's got to get in the inside. He's definitely
not using the cross arm guard.
You're right, though. There's no way you can get those elbows close coming in. There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I know. His
AJ,
elbows barely reach the bottom of his chest.
AJ doing a lot of lateral movement, moving to the left side a lot here. I think Ruiz has to maybe, Povetkin had a lot of success with his hook, but Josh is doing a great job moving away from the hook of Ruiz. He's moving away from the lead hand of Ruiz, who already has a big disadvantage. And so it's a good by AJ there. Jab upstairs by AJ. Ruiz lands on the gloves upstairs. The hand speed does not look extremely fast to me. I don't know about you, Hablatep.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, the hand speed's so fast. AJ.
Hey. AJ's like poking him in the belly like he's the Pillsbury Doughboy.
What's with those jabs? Are like he's just tapping them in the belly, bro.
It seems like he wants him to say "hoo-hoo," like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
What the hell? What's going on? All right, make sure you guys throw a jab at that like button. What did you like about what Joshua was doing in that round?
He didn't do much, but he won the round.
He won the round. He was moving away from the hook of Ruiz, who already has a huge disadvantage. He's never at target for that hook, and he poked his belly a little bit.
Yeah.
Some jabs
I think
upstairs.
if this was Wilder,
I
mean, not to bring up Wilder in the middle of a Joshua fight, but I think Wilder probably would have hurt Ruiz in that round for sure.
Very cautious round by AJ.
Yeah, very cautious.
Now, is he carrying him, or is he just being cautious?
No, I think he has all the time in the world, really, and he's just trying to beat him up with the jab.
Two double jabs upstairs by Ruiz. Sorry to interrupt there.
No problem.
AJ missed with a right hand. He missed pretty wide there. And right now, not a lot going on. A lot of posturing. AJ just powering the jab up there. Ruiz, you see how Ruiz missed that hook by a large margin?
Yeah. Ruiz
is
also following AJ and not cutting the ring off.
Yeah, he's just poking him he's just woo. He's tapping his belly, bro.
If he keeps doing this, he's gonna walk into something big.
AJ starting to double up the jab. You get it a little more versatile, right? It's got to do a better job of utilizing those archers from that distance with that jab. I think he has to put a little more snap instead of doing a double jab. I think he just throw like a nice stiff jab. But he's definitely being very, very cautious. I hope this is not the rest of the fight.
AJ's trunks are about 1.5 feet higher than Ruiz's.
The bottom of his trunks is higher than the top of Ruiz's trunks. I'm not even lying. Look at this. Jab starting to land upstairs by AJ. Ruiz missed the hook upstairs, punching upwards again. That's going to be an ongoing theme. That's a lot of energy being exerted here. Ruiz is not coming in on the inside. If he did, trust me, I would tell you guys. Ruiz trying to slip the jab and land a jab of his own elbow type. It's not working for him.
It's not. And he's also
right hand
not
by AJ.
Getting inside because he's not cutting the ring.
Hook by AJ. You saw the sweat fly out of the head of Ruiz. Ruiz took those punches pretty well.
He's a resilient guy, no doubt about it.
Ruiz is trying to throw jabs to the body, and he's missing them by a mile. AJ upstairs with a jab. AJ to the body with a jab. AJ's trying to put a little more thump into those jabs now. Ruiz tries to come in with a double jab, but gets jabbed in the face.
Yeah, there's the arm length.
AJ also utilized. He's also putting a hand out there, using it as a rangefinder. Definitely an AJ round. I don't think we have to score this thing, but I'm scoring it anyway. But.
Yeah, it's 2-0 for sure.
Yeah, 10-9, 10-9, both rounds to Joshua, and it got more one-sided here. Ruiz is not being successful whatsoever with the jab. He's got to duck in low, avoid the uppercut, of course, but obviously there's
I don't think Joshua's even thrown an uppercut thus far.
No, it hasn't been open to throw an uppercut. Ruiz is not ducking low. But that was a nice, that was a beautiful hook by Joshua, by the way.
Yeah, that was a nice, right on the chin, too.
And
Ruiz
right
takes
now,
a good shot because he's got a short neck.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Thick, short neck.
Look at Ruiz attempting to move his head. But, you know, look at this. The reach advantage by Joshua is immense, all right? Joshua doing a good job, man, with a jab upstairs, downstairs. Very, very versatile with his jab. Puts it out there, uses it as a range finder. But right hand by Joshua lands. And a hook. Down goes Ruiz. That was a right, left. And that was something else. Ruiz looks hurt. He's trying to stay calm, but he looks hurt, folks.
It's like Joshua's going for the finish.
Right hand by Joshua lands. Beautiful. And then a short hook upstairs. Upstairs
Ruiz.
Again. Ruiz with another. Ruiz lands upstairs. Ruiz, I think, hurt Joshua. Joshua goes down. And we're starting to count here. 6, 7, 8. Joshua aware. He's got his composure. Joshua got a little too excited there for sure. But he did go down. All right. Joshua's hurt again. He's holding on to Ruiz. This is Ruiz's opportunity.
Yeah, he's got to go for it right now.
This is it. If there's a moment, it is right now.
Don't let him tie. He's letting Joshua tie him up. Not good.
He's got to get back to that jab. He was, setting up those punches, and, well, it is, you know what I say. It is what it is. Ruiz caught him upstairs with a right hand. Right there. Okay. Nice short hook. More of an arm punch with that hook. There is 48 seconds left. Ruiz throws to the body. Right hand. Over right hand upstairs by Ruiz. Ruiz throwing while in the clinch. Ruiz has 35 seconds. Can he get the stoppage? Hook upstairs by Ruiz. Joshua breathing out of his mouth.
Joshua's legs are jello.
He throws a jab to the body of Ruiz, does Joshua. Joshua with another jab to the belly. To the belly of Ortiz. Ortiz leaps with a hook. He lands big shots upstairs. Joshua's hanging on. Joshua went down. He's down, folks. The ref is counting. Is Joshua going to beat the count? He's stumbling back. He has the hands up. He tells the ref he's good.
Ooh.
And he's saved by the bell. He was controlling the action. Utilizing his height, utilizing the jab, landing hooks, dropped Ortiz. Ruiz, I'm sorry. But Ruiz came through, man, that overhand right. Anthony Joshua was hurt, dropped twice. What do you think of that round, Abeltad?
Oh, my God. What a shocker. Joshua's losing stock bad. He just hit the stock market crash of the 1920s in that round. If that was Wilder, forget it. He'd be done.
And it was, it was like a freak punch, man, that hook. Because it just landed in a sweet spot, right?
How do you score that is the question. Because 2 knockdowns would be
you give it to Ortiz.
No, I know, but 9-9,
Ruiz.
9-8, right? 9-8 to Ruiz.
And we're back in action here. Ruiz leaping. He is exerting a lot of energy with those hooks, but in fairness, he's got to go for it. AJ's got to go back, establishing that jab, utilizing his height. Ruiz goes to the body. Ruiz is breathing hard. Both guys breathing hard. AJ trying to get that hook. AJ got a little too excited. Exchange with Ortiz. That it just landed in a sweet spot, hurt him. And AJ, man. Oh, AJ with a hook. Good hook by AJ. He was doing such a good job, Abeltad, getting away from that hook, moving away from that hook, and it landed.
Yeah,
he got excited.
A little excited. The knockdown.
9-8 Ruiz rounds his Prince White Charming. That's how you would score it, I guess.
Yeah, that's how I have it. 9-8 Ruiz for the last round. They both lose a point for getting knocked down, but AJ got knocked down twice. So you
jab to the body by Ortiz. I mean Ruiz. I keep saying Ortiz. Ruiz. Hey man, Ruiz needs a second win, man. He needs to. This is his window of opportunity, man. This is what he's been training for his whole life, right?
Yeah, he's kind of letting AJ off.
Jab
the
to
hook
the body. Jab to the body by AJ. Ruiz barely misses upstairs with the right.
Ruiz needs to hurt him again in this round. Keep him on Queer Street.
Definitely. He look at this jab to the body by Ruiz, but he's giving AJ way too much time to recover.
Yeah, I think he's tired too. Nice jab to the armpit.
Somebody said, "Is AJ baiting?" No, he's not baiting anybody. He got caught and he got dropped twice. Ruiz, am I gonna buy and wear his T-shirt? Let's find out. Haplotype said he'd buy it too. By the way. AJ starting to circle to his right towards the hook that hurt him. I mean, what is he doing? Jab to the body by Ruiz, doing a great job there.
AJ is just trying to buy time and get his legs back under him.
AJ's using this round to recover.
And Ruiz is letting him.
Ding, ding. Ruiz round. 10-9. Ruiz, in my opinion. I mean, AJ did land a really good hook early in the round. Prince White Charming says, Andy Ruiz T-shirts come with a Chipotle gift card.
Oh, that's good.
Eddie, I'm going to buy a T-shirt. A lot of people are going to be buying these T-shirts, right? Andy Ruiz got to be wondering, man, I wish I was in better shape. I would have ended this fight by now.
Yeah, you can tell he's tired, man.
Anthony Joshua, did he let him off the hook? Haplotype.
I thought he did. He gave Joshua a lot of time to recover. There was a lot of posturing. He should have been attacking, cutting off the ring, going to the body more, trying to trap AJ on the ropes in that round when he had him hurt, especially at the beginning of the round.
Yeah. I mean, he did what he had to do. He won the round, but man, that was his window of opportunity.
He let AJ take the round off, though. That was the mistake.
Yeah. But maybe he needed to get that energy back himself, man. So I don't know. It's crazy. But let's see AJ now pawing with that jab. AJ's he's got to start hitting this dude with his jab, man. Like, he's got to put more respect in a jab, I think. Ruiz doing a good jab, throwing that occasional jab to the body of AJ.
To give Ruiz credit, he's definitely doing better than I thought he would, for sure.
He definitely is doing better than I thought, for sure. And right now, again, a lot of nothing going on. I mean, AJ is just piling a jab up there. Ruiz throwing a jab upstairs himself. And right there, a right and a left miss. Huge by Ruiz upstairs, but he's trying to. AJ with a right hand. Yeah, I think AJ just needs to relax, establish a jab, stop trying to put on a spectacular performance, just go back to boxing basics. That's what he has to do. Now he is circling to his left away from the hook of Ruiz.
That shit keeps buffering. I'm going to have to move, try to get a better signal.
Right now, he's just pawing out there. That jab, AJ is. This is a real weird round. Both guys have really not done much. I think that AJ landed a nice short hook upstairs. Jab to the body by AJ. I don't think he's doing damage to that anchor. Okay. Nice jab upstairs by AJ. That was a nice stiff. That was a power jab. Snapped the head back of Ruiz. But AJ got a little excited. I'm starting to know he gets a little excited every time he hurts Ruiz. And that's, ironically, where Ruiz gets his opportunity.
He's not really waiting to see if he hurts Ruiz. He's just assuming, which is not a good thing to do.
Ruiz with a hook upstairs does a nice overhand. Jab to the body by Ruiz.
Ruiz needs another big moment.
AJ gets hit with a right hand upstairs by Ruiz. That's a tough round to score.
I'm just gonna give it to AJ because it's his network.
Now I think AJ won the round, but it was a really close round. Like if somebody gives it to Ruiz, I wouldn't complain. Just because of what Ruiz did, it was towards the end. I think AJ did more throughout the round. So I'll give it to him, but
yeah, I'd like to give it a 0-0 since neither guy really did much.
Well, you're the judge of your scorecard.
Well, I try to make it accurate to what the judges might do. I think Joshua will get that round.
Thanks, everybody. Joining me live, man. This is an unexpected turn of events.
One smart move that Ruiz could do is fake like he's hurt and let AJ come in so he could hit him with those T-Rex arms.
And correction, that was not a jab. It was a hook. He started the punch as a jab, but he turned it into a hook. Shades of Razor Ruddock, right? And right now, AJ's getting that jab through the guard of Andy Ruiz.
It was like a slap.
He's utilizing. He's trying to turn that jab into a hook. Is what he's trying to do. It's not. It's looking like a slap for sure.
It's hard not to slap when you're hooking from far away.
AJ needs to really. This is where he needs to be. AJ needs to. Keep the fight at a distance. Hook lands by Ruiz. A right hand lands by Ruiz. And that was Wilder. Good night, folks.
Yeah, if this guy can get close enough to hit Joshua, there's no doubt Wilder can.
Right now, Anthony Joshua needs to get back to that jab, man. Upstairs. He's not establishing the jab. He's allowing Ruiz to come in and utilize his jab. Not that Ruiz having a lot of success with it, but still. Ruiz, another right hand by Ruiz.
He didn't put full power on that.
Well, I think he used. I think he wanted to really land it.
Yeah.
I don't think
make contact.
Ruiz just doesn't have that ability to just sit on those punches and throw it that fast. Anthony Joshua catches Ruiz coming in with a hook, and then he holds him. Ref breaks it up. Again, holding Ruiz. Ruiz goes to the body in fairness there. Jab through the guard by AJ. Andy Ruiz with a right hand to the body, goes upstairs with a hook. Jab to the body. Power jab to the body by Ruiz. Jab upstairs by Ruiz. Right hand upstairs by Ruiz. Joshua says, come on. Be nice if he threw some back. Ruiz lands a straight right to the body. He lands upstairs. Joshua's just backing up. Joshua ducks a hook, and then he holds Ruiz. Joshua.
Ruiz doing better in this round than last round.
It's a good round by Ruiz. Ruiz won this round, folks. Ruiz won this round.
I'd give that to Ruiz, but I have a strong suspicion some of the judges might give that to Joshua.
I don't know. What did Joshua do in that round?
I'm circling that one to see later.
Wow. After 6 rounds of action, this is a close fight.
Too close.
Too close. I mean, look, for a round and up until Ruiz got back up from the knockdown, it looked like it was going to be a one-sided affair. And then it looked like
Ruiz slaughter.
Landed a hook that honestly didn't even look that devastating, but it just hit him on a sweet spot and hurt him, and it changed the whole fight. That's the right hand I talked about that Ruiz landed on AJ. He has to do more of that, and that's the upstairs work that he did. They just showed it on the replay. And right now, AJ goes back to pounding the jab. Jab landed by AJ.
Ruiz landed a nice jab to the solar plexus there.
AJ's still throwing. I think it's a mistake for AJ to be throwing that jab to the body, to the belly. Anyway. Hook landed by AJ, and Ruiz comes back and hurts AJ. AJ stumbles to the ground. Again, it happened. That's just like it happened. He lands a big hook, and Ruiz, after eating it, comes back, lands a straight and a hook, and down goes AJ.
AJ looks terrible when he falls down.
Yeah, like lumbering. AJ throwing more hooks. AJ lands a hook. Right hand by AJ. Why AJ goes down to a knee, folks? What is he doing? What's going on? Do you want to fight or not? Well, why are you leaning against the ropes? There's way too much time. Too much time.
What? Oh, my God. You're about to shit, dude.
Oh, wow. Ruiz just won, folks. I don't have a problem with the stoppage because you went over and leaned on the ropes.
$20 million man just quit.
It's a wrap, folks. Folks,
that is so hilarious.
It is a wrap for
oh my God.
his ass. I don't know if he quit. I don't know what happened.
He quit. He quit. He shook his head no, like subtly. I saw his eyes were just like, yeah, I'm done.
Rematch?
I'm sure there's a rematch clause, but man, did AJ's stock just plummet.
And this, folks, this is why you make fights when you got to make them. This is why. Ironically, I did a video about Salido beating Juan Manuel Lopez when everybody wanted to see Lopez versus Irokis Gamboa. This is why you make fights happen. Ruiz just pulled the upset of the year, bar none, thus far.
I think that's the upset of the millennium right now.
I think Wilder messed up. I think Wilder should have waited. He could have fought Ruiz. Andy Ruiz has stopped Anthony Joshua, folks. Anthony Joshua, I think it was like 3 times, landed some devastating shots on Ortiz, got too excited, and got dropped. Put these UK channels on suicide watch, folks.
Now, what do you think the excuses are going to be for this? Did AJ have like a toothache or something?
He overlooked him.
He didn't have enough time. He prepared for Jarrell Miller.
And by the way, again, right hand. Look at that. It was the right hand.
Wow. I'm still in shock, man. I cannot believe that happened.
This was devastating. I have to buy an Andy Ruiz t-shirt. I just realized this. Andy Ruiz pulled it off, folks. Never assume about this is why you fight the fights. And by the way, remember what I said at the beginning of the fight, Pablo Type?
Yeah.
For all the dudes saying that Josh was probably the best fighter of all time and he would beat Ali.
Oh, my God.
I never want to hear you guys talk ever again. All right?
Just saying that alone, even if he won the fight, is just ridiculous, dude. But they all got proven way wrong.
Man, you got Wilder lined up, to fight, Ortiz. He's lined up to fight, Fury, lined up.
I bet Wilder is regretting that now because, he's got 2 really tough fights on his hands when he could be fighting the Pillsbury Doughboy. Maybe they'll pay Ortiz some step-aside money.
No, I don't know, man. I think there's no way Ortiz is going to say – I think he's going to take it. But Ortiz must be wondering, man, I should have just taken this fight.
Yeah. Ortiz could have beaten him.
This was a great upset, man. This was something. It's very rare. I'm confident about a fight going a certain way, and I'm wrong. It's rare. It's very rare.
Well, he's the first heavyweight champion of Mexican descent.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Unbelievable. That's it. Like the whole undefeated champions meeting each other, it's done. Like we're not going to get it again.
This is worse. This is worse than Pacquiao getting knocked out by Marquez.
Yeah. I don't see how heavyweight, like the fight that we wanted, I don't see how it recovers from here. Like, I don't.
Oh, he quit. It's no mas. No mas AJ.
Look at AJ. AJ's like okay with losing. Look at this. Look at this. Let's get to that 30 likes, guys. Throw a jab at that like button.
I can hit the like button. I haven't done it yet.
I cannot believe what I just saw. Nobody picked. There was some guys that picked on the win, but that hook, man, and Povetkin was catching him with a lot of shots as well. It's just that he hurt. It's a game of who hurts who first. But
I don't see how AJ just quit like that. You'd think he would have tried to go in there one last time and really throw some big shots and try to hurt Ruiz at least. Go out on your shield. To quit in the corner like that was just not a good look. He's not a warrior.
And this also shows you how styles make fights, man. Joseph Parker did better against Ruiz.
That's true.
And I got to tell you, man, this is a bad look for AJ.
Oh, man.
It's a bad look for AJ. A bunch of dudes, by the way, there's a bunch of channels now that they have no purpose. Like their whole thing was AJ, right? Yeah. AJ this, AJ that. You know what I mean? And now all that is gone, folks.
I can't wait to hear the excuses.
Let's see what Ruiz says.
Buster Douglas' knockout of Mike Tyson was viewed as the biggest upset in heavyweight history. This gives it a run for its money. What are you feeling right now?
Man, I just want to thank God for giving me this victory. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible. And I just feel so good, man. This is what I've been dreaming about. This is what I've been working hard for. And I can't believe I just made my dreams come true. Man, I just want to thank all my team, Al Heyman, Eddie Hearns, my dad, my whole family. And sky's the limit, baby.
You said all along you shouldn't be underestimated in a fight like this. You said you basically had 15 weeks of training camp. You were ready for a fight like this. What changed for you in the third round of the fight when you put him down twice after taking that knockdown? What happened in that round?
I don't know, man. That was my first time getting dropped on the floor. But you know what? It just made me stronger. It made me want it even more. And I just had to knock him down back, So I just thank God, man, so much.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power? You took that big shot, but you kept moving forward. Just like against Dimitrenko, you kept moving forward.
This is crazy.
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
After that third round, it just didn't look like he recovered at any point. Could you sense that in the ring?
I could, but I didn't want to throw everything that I got. I wanted to hunt him down even more, work the body, work the head, and we just listened to the game plan with my Manny Roach and Manny Robles and Estrellita and.
You said Manny Roach. That slipped through.
There's a rematch clause to this contract. Are you expecting them to exercise it? Do you want that next fight?
Of course, man. Right now, I just want to celebrate.
It's going to be a rematch, Appleton.
There has to be. No one's going to get an AJ fight without a rematch clause.
Yeah.
Why is AJ still in there, though? Like, if I were him, I'd be embarrassed. Get him out of there. Quick.
That's what it says.
The new heavyweight champion. Listen. Big respect, Andy. Big respect. Good fighter. Thank you, America. Thank you, everyone, for coming out this evening. Sorry I let my fans down. Sorry I let my supporters down. I'm going to make a move. Big respect. Enjoy this moment, and we'll be seeing you again. Thank you, man. AJ,
We'll be seeing you again, he said.
Let me just ask you about this. Okay,
Eddie Hearn's going to be – Eddie Hearn, let's hear from him.
To have something like this happen, what do you think happened out there?
Well, AJ got sloppy. It was a beautiful combination in, I think, the third round. He was in total control of the fight. Got sloppy, got caught, and never recovered. I thought at times he might have recovered in those rounds. But listen, tonight belongs to Andy Ruiz. It's a massive upset. AJ will be back 100%. We'll make the rematch in the UK in November, December. But tonight deserves and belongs to Andy.
We're going to do the rematch in the UK, Appleton. Look at that.
Yeah, Hearn just saw his whole fortune, like, slip right through his fingers.
I mean, what is going on?
Now who's the A side, do you think?
Who's the A side? I mean, are you asked? I mean, it's not a serious question.
There's no question anymore. It's not the AJ side. It's the Wilder side.
Man, this is insane. Like, don't fight a Mexican when you're trying to make a super fight. Don't do it.
Yeah, he spoiled the apple cart.
Who spoiled Juan Manuel Lopez versus Gamboa?
Salido.
And what nationality is he?
Mexicano.
Right. He didn't technically spoil it. It still happened, but he did taint it a lot. Who spoiled for a while? Pacquiao versus Mayweather.
Marquez.
Right? Knocked him out. Right? Knockout. I mean,
yeah, that spoiled it for me. I know everyone else was still excited about that, but I was like, dude, the whole Mayweather-Pacquiao thing was over at that point.
About to disappear, bro. Like, there's dudes that broke friendships for this dude.
Ian Neverson in the chats has said Ruiz is still A-side over Wilder. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Check this out. I'm about to do something here. I can't believe this. Okay? What is going on here?
He looks fine now. He looks happy now. Watching his belts walk away, he looks great now.
Let's see what they're saying on Ringside Report right now.
They checking in with Beeb.
Yeah.
I can say I'm built like the heavyweight champion of the world now. Look at that. How about that? Boom.
Well, you see everybody lining up to fight the heavyweight champion.
That was unbelievable.
Oh, can you imagine?
Wilder, man, he messed up, boy.
Wilder's a moron, son. He seriously should have. I said
Eric from Ringside Report is calling Wilder a moron. Like, you're wrong, bro.
I disagree.
You're wrong.
Instead of waiting for this fight,
why is Wilder the moron? Joshua's the one who just quit.
Wow.
Prince White Charming. Ruiz is going to be eating good tonight.
And I thought once he clipped him in that third round, he got careless.
Well, I'm like, I think he did his homework, man. That guy did his homework.
Here, let me. I'm gonna.
Yeah, man.
Eric looks mad because he was always talking about how AJ could beat Wilder. It is what it is.
Wilder, to me, is not the moron here. The moron is the guy who just quit.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get confirmation. I don't know exactly. I know you said he shook his head, but
well, he took a knee, kind of, and then he stood up and he was leaning on the ring post, and he had his elbows up on the ropes, and the ref was like talking to him, and I saw his eyes and like looked side to side, like he said no to some question.
Yeah,
to me, it looked like he quit. I mean, even if he didn't say no, I mean, why did he stop if he wasn't quitting?
Yeah,
didn't seem hurt that bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to understand here. You know, like this is unbelievable to me.
He didn't even try to explain it in the post-fight interview. He just said, "I'll see you again." That's it. I mean, I think he quit. I think he lacks heart. I've had that suspicion about him for a while now, just because of certain statements that he's made over the years. But I mean, this to me confirms it. Like,
well, he's never going to be the same. By the way, he's not going to recover.
He doesn't have the heart of a champion, because he would have gone back in there and tried to win.
Yeah, he messed up, man. He messed up bad, right?
Yeah, this is not good for Matchroom, DAZN, AJ. They're all going to suffer for this.
I mean, and you know what? As in all seriousness, I'm angry as a boxing fan. I am, because again, you know, all this marinating bullshit, not making the fights when you're supposed to, and look at where we're at. Look at this.
That reminded me of Victor Ortiz versus Maidana.
Yeah.
The way he quit, and AJ 10 says he'll get KO'd faster in the future. Probably, and also I think he'll be more likely to quit, because once you quit once, typically you're not as afraid of quitting.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to be the same ever. I hope every single AJ fan understands this man is never going to be the same ever again. He's been undressed, and less fighters are going to have respect for him coming in, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The air of invincibility is gone.
That is gone, folks. That shit is gone.
Yeah. When that happened to Tyson, he never quite was the same ever again.
That was the power of like enchiladas right there. Okay, that was crazy.
They should change his nickname to the Chila Killer.
Chila Killer, oh man, it's awesome. That is
the Chila Killer.
That's awesome. that is ridiculously awesome. Right? Like what's going on here? The Chila Killer.
Dude, I'm psyched that we saw it, because you know that's something that we're never gonna forget. It's one of those upsets that just will always be talked about whenever someone gets upset.
Right.
He just got Tyson Douglas.
Yeah. I mean, I still think Tyson Douglas was even a bigger up, to be honest.
Yes,
but,
it was. Because both of those guys were better than these guys.
That and you know,
boxing was more popular.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean I don't mean better as in it was more popular. I just think it was a bigger upset. You know, it was like a perfect, like, I think the Tyson situation was like a perfect storm. Like, he had Skyline with Don King. He didn't have his old corner anymore. They were using
fired
Vaseline.
the trainer.
Yeah, and it was like and then Tyson's mom died, and he was motivated from that. It was like a perfect storm.
Douglas's mom died.
Douglas's mom, I'm sorry, yes. And he trained like never before. So it was just like a perfect storm, you know? So that motivation, you know, plus it was like everything that could go bad with Tyson went bad, and every motivation Douglas needed, he got it, you know? So.
Yeah. Peace out to Hulk Hogan, who just said he's out.
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Well, it was a pleasure being on with you. I'm glad we got to be part of history. I
crazy.
think I'm just still kind of in shock that AJ quit, but you know, I think all the signs were there. I mean, he said things in the past that just had me scratching my head, like, you know, how scared he is of losing, and the devil on this shoulder and the angel on that shoulder, and like it's like, what are you talking about, dude? He just pulled a Victor Ortiz big time, and so that's my take on it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe what I just saw. I just can't. Like that was a very shocking. Nobody saw that gun. Nobody did. All right. There's a few people that said they had Ruiz winning, but other than that, man, this.
I think a lot of those people were just in case he won, so they could seem like really smart. Maybe not, but
maybe not all of them, but yeah, for the most part. I mean, what the hell is going on? Who's blaming the ref, Joe Host?
I knew there'd be some excuse.
Yeah. Wow. This is unbelievable.
I don't know how that whole situation is.
Shabib says.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got to fight 2 more fights before he even gets there, son. He's got to beat that stiff on 2 weeks from now, and then he's got to fight. They're talking about him fighting again in the fall.
I don't know what they're talking about, but
they're talking about Wilder has 2 more fights before he can fight Ruiz.
And by the way, I still stand firm that I think Ortiz is a better fighter than Ruiz. Right?
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
It's a really good fight. I mean, if you're Parker, you're like, hey, I have a shot.
Yeah, I'm back.
Like, I'm
hey,
back.
guys.
I'm back. You know, but hey, man, we should have looked. Takam landed right hands. Povetkin landed right hands. Klitschko dropped him. If Klitschko was 3 years younger, he would have stopped. Right?
Yeah.
So it was just a perfect storm. But at the end of the day, man, Habib's going crazy over there. At the end of the day, I wanted to see that there was a way to multicast, but apparently not. But this I will say, man, I am completely in shock, Appletype.
I don't know what else to say, man. I think he quit.
Yeah.
I think he's, you know, in the Victor Ortiz category for me now. I question his mental fortitude. He doesn't have the warrior spirit. You know, he's just he didn't even try. He should have gone out there and gone out on his shield if he was going to lose. You know, but he just blew a lot of money. He hurt Matchroom. He hurt DAZN. It's just not good.
Yeah. Here, I mean, Eddie Hearn. I mean, here the zone right now is like, oh shit.
Yeah, we're done. They're done.
I mean, it's this. A lot of these, they're blaming can somebody specify what? I don't know how much time you got. How about that? I'm still gonna be here for a little bit, but I want to hear some of these channels. I
kind of got to jump, but
no problem. Yeah.
I appreciate you having me on, and I'll be checking back in periodically. And peace out to everybody in the chat, and I enjoyed being here with you.
Definitely, man. Thanks for coming on. We got to do this again for another big fight.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right, everybody. Tell everybody where they can find you. I know sometimes I don't know.
Just Haplotype 0 on YouTube. That's about it. It's a small channel. Do a lot of history, but you know, I'm here. I've been here since the beginning, and I'll always be here.
There you go. All right, this Haplotype signing out, guys.
All right, see ya.
Let's take a look here. Man, oh man. I mean, Haplotype was here for a good 3 hours with us, so 3.5 hours. So props to him. This is crazy. He didn't let AJ respond. Like, you guys heard me live when I said, why is he backing up? Why is he against the ropes? What's taking so long? That was ridiculous, right? And like I just that's what I thought. And then I'm not sure. I got to go back, obviously, right? I know a lot of people jumping on AJ saying he quit. Maybe he did. Okay, but I need to be sure about that. But nonetheless, he lost. Like he lost. Ruiz won. AJ didn't look like he was complaining. Put his arm over, Ruiz's, shoulder and all this stuff. This is crazy. I'm rare. Like obviously I'm wrong. Everybody's wrong at some point about fights, but I'm rarely wrong when I'm this confident. Okay, like I'm just being honest, right? In the history of this channel, and anybody who's been subscribed knows this, right? Katie Taylor should have lost too, by the way. They gave that fight to her. I mean, what's going on here? Joe Host, £2 donated. Thank you for that super chat. He didn't let AJ respond on time. What the fuck? Man, I gotta find some of these channels, bro. They're not on, bro. Where are they at? Where are these guys at? Let's listen to some Mr. Boxing today.
Let's go! Let's go! Andy Ruiz, oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. Andy Ruiz Jr. pulled it off. Get him out of here, man. Look, I told you, man, it's not all about muscle. Oh, he's fat, he's this. I told you that dude got fast hands. Andy Ruiz, I doubted you, but I knew that you could make an interesting fight. I was telling people this shit can go, it can go far into this fight. Oh my goodness, man. Andy Ruiz Jr. pulls it off, knocks AJ down, I don't know, fucking 4 or 5 times. I can't even, oh my God, man.
That's Mr. Boxing Today. You guys can find his channel, Mr. Boxing Today 2, right?
I was telling y'all that. Andy Ruiz was busting him up.
Oh my look. This dude already ended his fee. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. Hold on. I gotta know what he says here.
God, this whole night. My stomach feels sick inside. I don't even want to look at Katie Taylor's face.
This guy looks distraught.
You see what this smug git's going to say for himself now. Oh, I'm a Katie Taylor, yeah. Oh, fantastic performance, Katie Taylor. That girl came to win, She came to give a good fight. She knows. Look at her face. She knows.
I think he's upset about the Taylor fight. Anyway. This is crazy. By the way, well, what is Hatman going to say? That's what I want to know, right? I don't know who that is, actually. I just looked up, like, reactions. But, what? Yo. Man, what happened to the UK invasion? Like, what's going on here? But can somebody tell me what just happened? Yo, you had channels that like put all their stock, bro. Like a bunch of channels are gonna shut down, man. A bunch of these dudes are gonna disappear. They're gone. I remember fucking Hatman, like, like, what is he going to say? I can't wait to hear what he has to say. All right? Andy Ruiz just stopped. The fight started just like I thought it would, by the way. For up until the knockdown, like AJ knocked him down on yep, it's going just like I thought it would. And then he got hurt with a hook. Recovered a little bit, landed some big shots, got too excited, and every single time, we got a rematch, folks. We're going to see a rematch here. It's heavyweight boxing. Anybody could hurt anybody. All right? Andy Ruiz deserves props. All right. He got this win. He did. Unbelievable. Can't believe it. Unbelievable. Quote unquote, you know, I'm burned out by YouTube. I mean, talk about plain spoiler. This is why you make these fights happen when it's time to make them happen. This is why. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wilder, you know, the windmill punches, you know, the Wilder. Well, what do you guys got to say now? Put all your stock, like, you know, look, I'm just going to turn it into a tabloid channel. That's what happens to tabloid channels. When it become a tabloid channel that, you know, you just, you know, one fighter, you know, if you say everything that his fan base wants you to say, it'll get you a lot of attention. And, you know, but then shit like this happens and then you don't have an identity anymore. This is why you don't put all your stock on one fighter. Yes, it'll get you a lot of views and all that, but then it ends. Just like that. Just like that. I mean, he stomped this dude. Just stomped him. It's heavyweights. Anyone can get KO'd. Very true. Andy Ruiz was a 20-1 underdog. Apparently, the people that threw you to bet on him were right. Good for you if you won that money. Mr. Hearn, I don't feel so good. Oh man! Oh my God! He got knocked. He got knocked down. Just tumbled to the ground. You know what this reminded me of? The good old Joe Louis, who said, "The bigger they are, the harder they fall," and it's true, folks. Oh, it's true. It's a lot. That's a lot of weight that goes down. I mean, AJ just had every advantage imaginable coming into this fight. Every advantage imaginable. And what happened? What happened? After having every advantage imaginable, still lost. Had it all, folks. Everything. The fight was going his way. Like if somebody told you, "Hey, you're going to win the first 2 rounds. In the middle of the 3rd round, you know, you're going to drop him with a hook." Like yeah, I'll take that. You know, like this is nobody would say, "Nah." Was stepping away from the hook, using his height, and you know, I don't know who told AJ to throw the jab to the body, by the way. Horrible. You give up your height that way. Why are you throwing a jab to the body? Throw the jab upstairs. There's a reason Klitschko never threw jabs to the body, okay? AJ was bending those knees when he threw that jab to the body. It was leaving him open to the hook. He was giving up his height. Here's my height. Have it. Instead of using that long archer-like jab, instead of doing that, he was jabbing to the body. Horrible. Like, who came up with that game plan? Fire that freaking corner. AJ needs to come back, right? And he needs to, first of all, without question, has to avenge this loss, right? Without question. And by the way, I don't want to hear any excuses. Anyone out there blaming the ref, you're so fucking full of it. It's not even funny, right? The ref gave this dude like 16 seconds or more, right? If he's okay, like honestly. AJ, all right, has been exposed, man. He was undressed. Like, period. There's no, don't sugarcoat it. That's what happened. The aura of invincibility gone. I don't never personally believe he had an aura of invincibility, right? Just because, I seen him hit before, but I thought, this guy's up there. He's really talented, and he is. Offensively, he's great. This game plan was horrible. Horrible. And the more I saw him fight, the more I saw him get hit with the right hands, and he never improved. That's why I flipped. That's why I said this dude's not going to beat Wilder, because he gets hit too much with that right hand. And with the hook. The hook sets everything up with this guy. Povetkin was getting to this guy. I was scoring rounds for Povetkin. It's just that it's just that AJ hurt him first. That's what happened. He got away with bloody murder. What do you guys got now? What are you going to do? I guess you can do the rematch in a stadium. I guess you can do that. I guess. Right? I do think AJ wins a rematch, to be honest, because I can see some adjustments he can make. It'll probably be a very boring-ass fight, but he can make some adjustments and win that fight. But this was bad, man. If I'm Tyson Fury, I jump right away to fight Ruiz. Right away if I'm Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury handles Ruiz without a problem. Jump at this fight. Take those belts and then unify with Wilder when you fight him. Or Ortiz. And then we'll get one way or another, we can get undisputed. They'll probably do the rematch, though. That's fine. But where are all the usual suspects that always come onto my channel talk shit? Where are you guys at? When I talk AJ, where are you guys at? Ivan Lewis says Vladimir drop AJ with a single punch. Ruiz needed a barrage of punches. So what? I got the round right. The fighter wrong, by the way. Prince White Charming believes that Ruiz smashes Fury. Really? Come on now. I don't know about that. I think Fury beats Ruiz. The two best heavyweights in boxing right now are Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Okay? Those are the two best heavyweights right now. AJ is no longer in the discussion. He's been downgraded. At best, he's number 4. At best. But I don't even have him 5 right now. Sorry. I'm going to give that spot to Ortiz. All right, that's it. AJ's number 6 in the world right now. Just say that. Just like that, folks. Yeah, but Usyk who's he fought, bro? Lately, Usyk hasn't proved himself yet at heavyweight. We'll see what Usyk does, right? But man, Joshua got exposed hard, bro. He got exposed hard. That was crazy. Mac Boxing / MMA. Triangle theory does not work. I'm sorry, D-Style easily have Ortiz over AJ. Well, that's what I said. I think that's what I said. Ortiz over AJ. I never bet a British boxer versus some Mexican. Usyk gets murdered at heavyweight. We don't know what Usyk's done. Like, we'll see. Like, Usyk's on the come up at this weight. Okay. I like Usyk. He's good, but you know, the Brits are coming. The Brits are coming. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. You see, got nice footwork. I mean, that's all nice, but we'll see. Yeah, Hearn learned a valuable lesson this time. All right? Valuable lesson. The landscape, guys, has dramatically changed. This this is the equivalent of just like the red wedding for the British fans. Like that's what it was. Like it just changed everything. You know, like it's like the Mexicans send their regards and then boom. But that's what happened here. England, I think, would beat them at football. Okay, I guess they could beat Mexico at that. Don't fight Mexican fighters, okay, when they're trying to set up a mega fight. It always gets spoiled. Every single time. Don't do it. Don't do it, folks. With that said, guys, I'm going to roll out. I've been on here for quite some time, so I'm going to roll out of here. Work on the timestamps tomorrow, the whole 9. This is D-Style Boxing, okay? And I am out of here. Peace.